Docs case. You got the New York Stormy Daniels hush money case, March 24th, and the effort here for October. Can't make this stuff up. Brian Mudd in for the great one, Mark Levin.
You've all helped support MyPillow and their employees in these tough economic times. Mike Lindell knows this and continues to give back to listeners with deals on his most popular products. You've heard me recently speak about the My Slippers, the Giza Sheets, MyPillow 2.0, and a whole lot more. Great news! The MyPillow 6-pack bath towel sets are back in stock. The proprietary technology makes them extremely absorbent, yet still provides that soft feel you look for in a towel. The set comes with 2 bath towels, 2 hand towels, and 2 washcloths. Regular price, $79.98. And for a limited time, you can get this 6-pack towel set only $39.99 with promo code LEVIN, L-E-V-I-N. So go to MyPillow.com or call 800-951-7163. Use promo code LEVIN to save 50% on the MyPillow 6-pack towel sets. Enter promo code LEVIN, L-E-V-I-N, for this special and many.
The journey continues for your Artesia Bulldogs. But like every great journey, the battle doesn't happen at home. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Tonight, your Artesia Bulldogs head to Berlin to take on the Eagles. Time to get back to the game. Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Dooley's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, LaFonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Maupin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia. Now, let the journey continue.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here, joined by Coach Jeremy Maupin on KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio. And Coach, you guys 2-0 now on the season. Great win last night against a big, strong, fast, all the above Hobbs Eagles. Why don't you give the fans a little recap of that matchup?
Yeah, I mean, another 6A team back-to-back. Hobbs, last year we got into a shootout with them, and I think especially defensively, we took it pretty personal. We got to do a better job this season. And so Coach Rodriguez, we played, hold them to 6 points. They scored kind of late in the game. Did a fantastic job. Coach, with that defense, creating a lot of turnovers. David Hammond in 2 weeks has 5 interceptions. Jaron Watkins 2. Philip Finley had an interception and then caused the turnover on the kicking game. And so I thought our guys were just really prepared, came out firing. Offensively, we're still working a few wrinkles out and figuring out some things, but still put 42 points on the board. I thought our running game was really good. That's a big question I put on the board last week, is how do we run the ball against 6A teams that are bigger, usually bigger than us. And we had 290 yards rushing, which was fantastic. And then when we're balanced, I think we're at our best. And so offensively, we were really balanced that game, and then we're able to kind of put them away at the end running the football, which is really good to see. Ricky Armendariz playing tackle had a fantastic game. He's a load. He moves well for a big guy, and then when he gets there, he's just strong and powerful. And he played really well. Frankie Galindo had 4 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown, and you just see how smooth Nye is in the pocket watching our offense. And then defensively, like I said, our secondary is just playing lights out. They're giving a lot of different looks, and teams are really having to think. And it's not, I love watching the film because every play it's like a different coverage or just a different movement, and I just think as an offensive play caller how difficult that is. And so Coach Rodriguez is doing a fantastic job. Diego Wesson and Grant Johnson on the inside just playing really well. And then you got Grantham and Worley and Fisher just causing havoc on the inside. So just a whole team effort. Special teams, we had, we ran some fakes. We did some things a little different just to give some teams some things to work on. And so, really good week. Excited to be 2-0 and ready to get week 3 going.
Well, from a fan's perspective, which I am one, you guys, I would say that, and I probably said this in the booth last week against Hobbs, you're throwing in, from an offensive standpoint, a lot of wrinkles for teams to have to really look at going forward. And also your kicking game, like you said, you guys throw so much at every team. Robbie Ballou and I were talking about it. Man, what a nightmare to have to coach against, try to prepare for the Bulldogs.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's talk about this week. Your practice has been going. It's been a little cooler, maybe the coolest it has been all year, but you guys are now prepared to go up to Belen. The Belen Eagles getting to play a 5A school now. Why don't you talk about the week of preparation coming off that big win?
Yeah, I mean, temperatures have been down in the low 90s, which is nice, but characteristics have been a little more humid this week.
Right.
We've had a little more rain, and so we've had good days of practice. Our guys really attack practice. That's something we talk a lot about. We move the ball, we're tempo in practice, and we get after it. And so, I think there's some sickness and some things going around, and that's always a little nerve-wracking, hoping guys know what we expect. And our guys have done a fantastic job of making sure they're here, and even if they're sick, kind of being off to the side to watch things and just learn and see things. So really excited about where we are just mentally on things. And then, just getting ready for Belen, long road trip, first one of the season. And so getting excited just to go play a 5A opponent and play somebody that's matches up a little bit more with your size. So excited about this week.
All right, Coach and fans, get ready at the top of the hour. Of course, we've got a lot more to come here on the pregame show, but top of the hour, 7 o'clock is kickoff. Go Bulldogs.
This segment brought to you by Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Land Realtors in Artesia, proud supporters of Bulldog Sports.
How's everybody doing today? Great! All right, guys, for the month of August, both the Chevy and the Dodge store had really great months. It's good to see both stores picking up quite a bit of traction. Now, my big question is, who's going to have the better September?
Dodge boys. Man, y'all know this Chevy side is the best side.
Mopar, baby. Duramax Diesel. Grand Wagoneer. Man, we got the Yukon Denali.
Hey, you got me, boss.
All right, guys, I love the competitive spirit. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to bring all the vehicles over from the Dodge store and put over 200 vehicles in one spot. And we're going to see who the best dealership is. So, all right, guys, what do you guys think about that?
Hey, Jennifer from Trustmark Roofing. Trustmark is one of the only roofing companies that's also a licensed commercial and residential general contractor.
Wow.
I know, who cares, right? Well, you should care. You see, a licensed roofer can install a new roof on your home, but really can't handle structural problems underneath. So if your roof needs reframing or your chimney needs a water diverting cricket, you may need to call a licensed general contractor. And coordinating two companies for your roofing job can get costly and messy fast. As a licensed roofer and general contractor, Trustmark can install a stunning new roof on your home and handle structural issues. This saves you time, money, hassle, and even makes it easier to file an insurance claim. Call today for your 20% off coupon for our spring roof and gutter maintenance service. 575-755-ROOF or visit us at trustmarkroofpros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Your friends at Artesia Ford Sales have been doing their best to find a great selection of new and quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs so you can get what you need when you need it. While brand new vehicles may be hard to get, there are some great used vehicles out there if you know where to look. That's what the staff at Artesia Ford Sales does every day. Hunt down quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs so what you need is most likely on the Artesia Ford lot right now. Check out the website daily, or better yet, stop by and tell them what you're looking for and let them do the hunting for you. Artesia Ford Sales, helping folks get the vehicles they need for over 57 years.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. We're back. Joby Hodling here on KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio, joined by Coach Andy Lopez. Coach, you're the scout team coach this week for Belen. Let's start off by talking about their special teams and just what you guys have scouted, if there's anything the fans should be looking for.
Usually people don't like to kick deep to us just because our style of return. So we fully expect them to also not kick deep to us. So it's probably just some squibs here and there. As far as other things on special teams, it's nothing real fancy. They punt like everyone else. They don't do anything really different, I guess, but standard stuff.
And then their kickoff returns, they do anything special there? Just a normal wedge,
just
or
a normal
right or left?
Usually more of a wedge return when they do get it kicked to them. So yeah.
Any speed on their special teams and size, or about average for 5A?
So about average. They do have some skilled kids that look pretty fast. We've checked out on their sidelines. We know one of their kind of premier players has been a little banged up. So if he's on the field, I think he's number 3. I mean, we know he does have some speed, but he hasn't been dressing out the last couple of weeks. So.
Okay. All right, well, let's move over to the defensive side of things. What kind of sets can we expect to see from them? What have they been running? I mean, they may run something different against us, but what have they been running their first 2 games, and what do you guys expect to see defensively?
We definitely expect to see kind of a man-free look. Try to not like a real press, but a kind of put a hat on a hat and just don't let them beat you deep, kind of, rally to the ball type of scheme on defense.
And then down on the line and linebackers, anything unusual there? Do they run a 3-4, 4-3 stack?
It's like a 4-2.
4-2. Okay. All right, let's move over to the offensive side of things. Running team, passing team, do they mix it up? And how about their skill there and their size up front?
They're pretty they're about 80-20 run to pass, so they're definitely a big run team, and that's true about their sets. They're a big 2-back, or even they're an old power I team, so get to see a little fullback action, which I think is fun to see every now and then. But like I said, they do have some speed skill-wise. Not great size up front, but about average for a 5A team. So they just look to just try to grind it out on the ground and take a couple shots deep. And that's about it.
Out of that I formation, did they run any counters? Do they pull backside offensive guard and tackle, or they just kind of man up front?
It seems just a lot of be man up front, just get after you, lead with that fullback, or he's kind of a fullback, and they do have a tight end H-back that they like to mix in there, and they go their 2-back sets too.
Okay, all right, Bulldog fans, that's coming up at the top of the hour. Go Bulldogs!
This segment brought to you by Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Land Realtors in Artesia, proud supporters of Bulldog Sports.
Berkshire Hathaway in Artesia earn your business and help you score big. They can help you find the home of your dreams. And if you're selling, they have years of experience to get your home sold quickly and professionally. Run it into the end zone. Call and schedule your meeting today, 575-616-2430, or stop by the office at 408 South 1st in the building with the Bulldog mural. Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Lands Realtors in Artesia, proud supporters of Bulldog Sports.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
I can't believe I just scratched that card. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here, too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent, too?
It's called service.
In Artesia, contact Sandy Stockton at 575-748-1111.
Get great service with Pressure Services. Pressure Services LLC specializes in hydrovacs, vacuum trucks, kill trucks, sandblasting and coating, and roustabouts. The Bulldogs are champions on and off the field, and Pressure Services LLC are your champions when it comes to dependable, accountable, and efficient service. When you need it right, Pressure Services will be there for you. Pressure Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Go Bulldogs!
Summer vacation is here, but just because you're on vacation doesn't mean your teeth should be. Protect your teeth this summer with a few summer tooth tips. First, drink lots of water. Believe it or not, most of the problems start with a dry mouth. Keep yourself and your mouth hydrated and happy. Avoid sugary drinks and avoid chewing on ice. Sure, it cools you off, but it's not great for your teeth. Don't forget to brush and floss regularly and dry out your toothbrush. Save your teeth for summer's sake. These tooth tips brought to you by Dr. K. Younger and Smile Expressions, 2520 Hermosa Drive, Artesia.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
This segment brought to you by Artesia Ford.
My name is Isaac Stars. I'm number 17. I'm a junior. I'm also involved with track. My favorite teacher is Mr. Taylor. My favorite football team is the New England Patriots. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is putting up that one.
My name is Brody McDonald. I'm number 18. I'm a junior. I play safety. I'm also involved in track and National Honor Society. My favorite teacher is Ms. Zubia. My favorite thing about football is probably just the traditions that we have here and the support we get from our community. Oh, my favorite football team is the New Orleans Saints.
My name is Philip Finley. I'm number 20. I'm a senior. My position is DB. I'm also involved in golf. My favorite teacher is Miss Jimenez and Miss Polito. My favorite football team is the Denver Broncos. And my favorite part about being a Bulldog is getting all the cool gear.
My name is Nia Estrada. I'm number 39. I'm a senior. I play quarterback. I'm also involved in baseball and basketball. My favorite teacher is Miss Wachter. My favorite football team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. And my favorite part about being a Bulldog is the dog pile.
My name is Kaden Zuniga. I'm number 40. I'm a senior. I play linebacker.
My favorite teacher is Miss Burnett. My favorite football team is the Broncos. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is the dog pile.
My name is Rafael Orozco. My number is 52. I'm a junior. I'm defensive line. I'm also involved in track. My favorite teacher is Ms. Barley. And my favorite part about being a Bulldog is the traditions, and my favorite football team is the Chiefs.
My name is Diego Wesson. I'm number 54. I'm a senior. I play linebacker. I'm also involved in basketball and baseball. My favorite teacher is Tristan Bowden. My favorite football team is the Broncos. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is the tradition.
My name is Paco Perez. I'm number 92. I'm a junior. My position, I'm on the D-line. I'm not involved in anything else. My favorite teacher is Miss William. And my favorite football team is the Bulldogs. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is the friends we made along the way.
My name is Jacob Cadron, number 93. My position is O-line. I'm also involved in track. My favorite teacher is Coach Bickle. My favorite football team is Dallas Cowboys. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is the traditions and the dog pile.
This segment brought to you by Artesia Ford.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years, 40 years? What does the future look like? How will you ignite it? This is where the future gets fueled, where ideas come to light and identities flourish. This is where we define opportunity as individuals and as a pack. Being a Lobo is about so much more than the classes you take. It's about the mark you make on your world, because the journey starts here, but it never ends. What will you ignite?
Ice cream, only to find out the machine is down. Then there's only one checker at the store, and your babysitter cancels on the busiest day of the year. At Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia, we get it. Let us be the easy part of your week. Whether it's maintaining your existing vehicle in our GM certified service department or selecting and purchasing a new Chevrolet or GMC, we're here to assist you and make life easier, if only for a moment. So give us a call today or stop by here at the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at GuyChevy.com.
Paul tells us in Romans chapter 6 and verse 4 that Jesus died for us. And now it's our choice. Will we die and be buried with Christ in baptism? Jesus came to earth to prove God's love in a way that we would understand. If he had come down just as deity in all his glory and power, then we may be able to dismiss him not being able to truly know what it is to be human. Jesus being human is key. He understands me. He has been tempted like me. He has lived like me. He has eaten like me. He has wept like me. And so now the question is do I want to be like him? Do I want to live like Jesus? And the first step in that is that I hear and believe about him. I repent and confess about him. And I am willing to be buried in baptism with him. Do you know Jesus? If you don't, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ, just north of Walmart, and let us introduce you to Jesus.
Hello, folks. Martin here from PRMI in Artesia, your hometown lender. Have you been on the fence lately about purchasing or refinancing a home? I know it's a big decision, and the interest rates are playing a huge part in that. I'm here to let you know I understand your concern and would like to talk to you about your options. There are financing products available that may suit your budget, and I'm the person to talk to. I offer a personal service, fast approval process, and a knowledgeable support staff. So call me at 575-749-6278 and let's discuss your options.
PRMI NMLS 3094 is an equal housing lender.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 50 years.
Most of the problems that people have with plants comes down to basic farm management. That means knowing what to plant and when to plant it. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Planting at the wrong time usually leads to disappointment and heartache, sort of like your first love. But planting at the right moment puts Mother Nature on your side, and that makes growing things easier and a whole lot more fun. So before you plant anything, come to see us at Roswell Seed, or just give it a try and hope for the best. It gives me a chance to say, I told you so.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years, 40 years? What does the future look like? How will you ignite it?
Hey, Bulldog fans, Joby Hodling and Robbie Blue here in Belen, New Mexico, as the Bulldogs come onto the field in the Bulldog tradition. Let you hear a little bit of that as the band across the way there, our fans and the cheerleaders. Big group, Robbie, as the Artesia Bulldogs finish the dog pile. Got a beautiful night here tonight, Joey. Here in Belen. Looks like to be about 85 degrees right now. Got a breeze blowing, probably about 10 miles an hour. But sun is setting behind us. The mountains are on the other side, behind the visitor bleachers. You can probably see those on the camera shots. Just a beautiful night for some football. Yeah, it is. Beautiful look here, beautiful scene with the mountains over there, as you said. Man, it's pretty. And the sun's already kind of gone down, so our fans aren't in the sun anymore. Earlier, they were right in it. But beautiful night for football, as you said. The Bulldogs and the Belen Eagles. So got two 5A teams going at it tonight. The Belen Eagles come in, started off the season against Los Lunas, and they lost to Los Lunas 56-6. And then they played Manzano last week, and that was a tight game as they did wind up losing that game 16-7 to Manzano. But they have played two 6A schools, just like the Bulldogs have. Artesia Bulldogs coming in tonight 2-0 on the year, as we were able to defeat Carlsbad in Carlsbad 55-7, and then we defeated Hobbs at the Bowl last week 42-6. So both teams have played 6A schools, Joby, and now we're going to see two 5As going at it tonight. Yeah, it's good to get to our classification. It's always good to play up, but we can see kind of how we compare to our classification starting tonight, and of course next week at Deming. So two back-to-back 5A schools for the Bulldogs. The Belen Eagles haven't come onto the field yet. The Bulldogs came on, and Belen's still in their tunnel down there, but their captains are meeting out there right now, along with our captains, and they'll do the coin flip, and then we'll find out if we're going offense or defense at first. Kind of a wind blowing. I think you said that. It's blowing out of the south and blowing north, so we'll see which way we get to go first. Both these teams coming in. We got some rankings out now that we got 2 games under our belt. The rankings have changed some from the preseason rankings, and in 5A, the Bulldogs hold on to that number 1 spot so far. Number 2 is Roswell, and this is according to Max Preps. The coaches' polls are a little different, but I always give you Max Preps because that's what the NMA will go by at the end of the year. So Artesia Roswell, PV moved up to 3rd in the Max Preps rankings. Deming moved up to 4. Then you got Gadsden sitting at number 5. Goddard moved down to 6. Got Los Alamos at 7. Valley at 8. Mayfield moved all the way down to 9 right now. And Santa Teresa, who we'll see in a couple weeks, is number 10. And so Belen coming in tonight ranked 13th in 5A after losing to 2 6A schools. So still early in the season. Teams still got to prove themselves, but that's our rankings right now. And obviously a lot of football to play. So you're right, the rankings are what they are. We've got 2 games under our belt. Every school does, unless they played last night, which some teams did up here and maybe down south as well. So Belen won the toss, and it looked like they elected to kick, if I read the official right. So we will receive. And we're going to go into the wind. So Belen elected to defend the south goal here in the first quarter. The Bulldogs will be going into the wind offensively to start the game off here. As I said, our team had come down and done the dog pile. Belen just sent their captains out, and so the Bulldogs are regathering with the captains. They'll go back to the sideline, and they were kind of hanging out down there in the end zone waiting for the coin flip to finish. So we're still waiting on Belen to get onto the field, but yeah, there was a lot of movement with wins and losses because the beginning of the season, that preseason poll had our district ranked 1, 2, 3, 4. But Goddard took a loss. Mayfield has taken a loss, maybe 2. And so they've dropped in the rankings, but I kind of still think that as the season wears on, we may see those two creep back in.
Well, two of the games we're going to be watching closely tonight and letting you know how they're going is Goddard is playing Deming. So Goddard's 6, Deming 4 right now. That's always a good matchup, and it we'll play Deming next week, so it gives us a gauge. And then Roswell is playing Hobbs tonight. We just played Hobbs last week. So that'll give us somewhat of a gauge. I mean, you think it does, sometimes it doesn't, but you know, as a team, you watch those games, you kind of compare your score to theirs and look at it. So we're going to watch those two. Obviously, Goddard's sitting at number 2, Goddard is 6. If Goddard beats Deming, then they'll probably flip in the rankings. But we'll see how that game goes tonight as the Eagles are coming onto the field. And I was going to say, they kind of mixed it up on us a little bit tonight. Pregame, the captains usually meet while the teams are still on the field. They didn't do that. So our team came out and went in and did the Bulldog pile, and then the captains came out. So in fact, Belen mixed it up a little bit here on us,
which is okay. Yeah. I just got a text letting us know, and I didn't realize this. And neither one of us did. Monzano actually dropped a 5A this year.
Oh, did they?
So and the game was called at half due to lightning. Monzano was winning, so they get the victory. But yeah, they're 5A. I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
I know. So did get a text letting us know. So we always want to give the right stuff if we don't know.
Yeah, and that's former Bulldog coach Johnson. That's head coach there in Monzano. So.
Yeah, and then my nephew is coaching the quarterbacks up there. I think he's coaching the quarterbacks. I may get another text telling me that's not right, but Clay Modeling is a former Bulldog, and so a couple of former Bulldogs there on that staff. Clay is still in college, but Coach Johnson asked him, hey, would you come and coach with us? And so he's a contract coach.
Good.
All right, so the Bulldogs again receiving. They're going to be going from the north to the south as both teams are on the field now. The kickoff team for Belen and the kickoff return team for Artesia.
You got Sice, Duran, and it looks like Con back deep for the Bulldogs.
So the officials still looking over to the sideline. Want to make sure they got everything lined up and ready to go. White Hat is in the end zone back behind the Bulldogs. Kickoff return. So as the two line judges point at each other and jog to their sides, that White Hat will give the go-ahead here in just a minute. And it's every week, Robbie, I'm excited. Bulldog football, I just have a blast. We got to do Bulldog volleyball last night. Yep. It was fun. The girls went 3-0 in defeating Alamogordo. But here we go, Bulldog football. As the kickoff is about to get underway, he's given the go-ahead, and here's the kick. They are going to kind of squib it. Bulldogs should be able to run something. They're going to just keep it. Sice with the ball. He's going to get to the outside. Cut in. He's still on his feet, and he tries to drag forward, and he'll be tackled.
Yeah, Sice picked that up off the ground on the squib kick, and then boy, there was a lot of people in a mess down here, so he just made his way, weaved through that what he could. Kenny Baca, making the tackle for the Eagles.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs at their own 40-yard line. Looks like we're going to start on the near hash to us here in the press box. And there must have been clouds behind us, Robbie, and I didn't realize it because the sun's back out. Yeah. Our sideline and the fans over there in the sun, our cheerleaders, our band, and a good group of fans made the trip up here to Belen. All right, so the first offensive series is going to have it's going to be man coverage, Robbie. They're going to be in man coverage. We got A formation in motion is Con. He's going to fake that handoff, hand it to Glendo. He breaks through, not even touched, cuts. He's got 15, 20 down to the 40-yard line, so a 20-yard pickup.
Starting offense tonight for the Artesia Bulldogs, the offensive line, number 66, Enrique Armendariz, number 67, Garrett Fisher, number 51, Omar Solis, number 73, Devin Velasquez, and number 62, Yvonne Chacon.
And we'll stop right there. We're going to put the gas pedal down. Con in motion again, tosses it to him. He goes around the left side. He's got some green grass out there. He makes the corner, cuts back in. And he's going to pick up another big chunk, about 13 yards. First down, Bulldog. Oh, we got a flag down. Probably going to be a block in the back or some type of illegal block. It's where it's in the vicinity of.
All right, also starting for the Bulldogs, number 15, a wideout, Juan Diego Duran. Number 17, Isaac Cazares, and Diego Lopez, number 25, at slot. Also at slot on the right side, Ethan Kahn, number 85, and number 10, Matt Seiss at the other wideout position. And in the backfield tonight is number 39, Nia Estrada, and number 26, Galindo.
All right, so it was an illegal block, so that's going to be from the spot of the foul. It'll remain first down. They're going to bring it back to the 40, just inside the 47-yard line, see where he puts the ball down. He's going to put it on the 46-yard line of the Belen Eagles. So it'll be first down and 16 for Artesia. 2 big plays to lead things off, but they get that one of them negated by the penalty. So back in the A formation, ball on the far hash. Estrada taking a look over. He's going to bring a man in motion. He's going to go all the way across, turn, fake the handoff, throw it out here to him. He's going to cut back. That's a designed play. Oh, and he's drugged down from behind, Robbie. Good play by Belen's defense because there was a lot of grass in front of him.
That's Lopez that came across in motion. He just camped out over here. Estrada hit him, and then he was trying to cut back against the grain, as you said. But a good tackle there by number 51 for the Eagles.
Well, I haven't seen that play this year. If I have, I don't remember it. That was by design. He was cutting back with offensive linemen breaking in front of him, almost like a screen. Snap is back. He steps into one on the sideline. It's going to be still on his feet, trying to push forward. He'd get close to the first down over there. We'll see where they spot him.
Quick stop route over there for Duran. Quick throw by Nye. Just a good pitch and catch for them. Eagles sitting in a 4-3 defense. They're widening their outside linebackers out on the slots a little bit. But as we already said, just the safeties are really shallow.
So he went out of bounds farther away than I thought, handed off to Galindo. He's got big Armendariz in front of him, but cutting in behind and making the tackle for the Belen Eagles. It's going to be fourth down.
That's a good job by Lopez for the Eagles. He just come through there untouched and made the tackle on Galindo, which is not easy. Got him from behind.
It was a 2-yard pickup, but just 2. We needed 3. So fourth down here for the Artesia Bulldogs on the 32-yard line, just inside it. Ball near the near hash. Galindo to the right of Estrada. He tries to draw him off sides on Lanugo. They don't go. Hands it off to Galindo, and he has the first down. He just got it, though.
Yeah, Belen's defensive line is doing a good job right now, kind of getting off the blocks and getting a little bit of penetration. Galindo just had to find a little bit of a gap and fall forward.
So it is just barely a first down. I was watching the side judge on this side. He had him short, and he got there before the other side judge did, but they talked, and they put it up where it looked like he did fall down. All right, so first and down, just inside the 30-yard line. Galindo going to move over to the left side of Estrada in the backfield shotgun. A formation look. Bulldogs take the snap. Estrada looking to his left. He's going to go on a little seam route or a little stop route. That's Casadas. He's going to get all the way down to the 5-yard line, possibly just inside it.
So first of all, offensive line, great job by them. And then Casadas found the hole in the zone. Estrada hit him perfectly. He broke a tackle and went down inside the 10.
Bulldogs right back on the ball and ready to go. Ball on the far hash. First and goal. Estrada turns to the left side. He's going to throw an out route. The touchdown, Artesia.
I tell you what, Estrada was throwing from short to first base on that one. He saw him as soon as he broke. He let it go. It's on a rope over there and caught just on the pylon inside the end zone for the Bulldog touchdown.
So 6-0 with 9:39 to go here in the first quarter, the first drive of the ball game, as the Bulldogs did receive after Belen won the toss, but decided to take the ball in the second half. In the swinging gate, we saw a lot of stuff out of this, the first two, and they're going to run a fake, going to throw it back to, and a big block out there by Armendariz. Holy smoke. 2-point conversion is good.
So we hadn't seen that one. Finley is the kicker, and so they snap it to Cazares, the backup quarterback. He rolls right, throws back to Finley, and then out in front of him, Ricky Armendariz just blasted his guy onto the ground, but there is a flag.
I think it's unsportsmanlike conduct because Ricky was just excited. He kind of pumped his arms. We'll see if that's what they call. That is what they call. So after the play, it'll be 15 yards assessed on the kickoff, but wow, that was not that much. He just kind of flexed his arms, but nonetheless, 8-0 Bulldogs with 9:39 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break. Stay right there.
For 5 generations, La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia has been home of awesome comfort food for locals and tourists alike. All of our recipes are tried and tested, many for years before becoming part of the menu. La Fonda Restaurant only uses fresh ingredients, and our portions will fill you up. The September margarita of the month is strawberry. Doesn't that sound refreshing? $5 all month long at La Fonda Restaurant in downtown Artesia.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans. That scoring drive by the Artesia Bulldogs took 8 plays, went 60 yards. 60-yard touchdown pass from Estrada to Duran, and the 2-point conversion was good. Bulldogs lead 8-0 with 9:39 left here in the first quarter.
All right, Parrish is going to kick off, but it's 15 yards deeper than normal. Instead of on the 40, we're back on the 25 after the unsportsmanlike was called. It was a big block out there by Almendares, and he was excited, and that's where the penalty was thrown. But we'll kick off here. We'll see if we decide to go deep or try to get a turnover. And he's kicked it a lot of different ways already, Robbie. It's, he's doing whatever the coach is telling him. He is going to kick it deep, and it's going to go over to the right side. Number 31 will fade over, catch it at the 25. He's to the 35. He'll be tackled just outside the 40, close to the 41 for the Belen Eagles.
That's Baca for the Eagles. Just a good job. Single back. I mean, he's going to get it wherever it goes. You kick it deep. And picked up the yards that he could before Gavin Brown made the tackle for the Bulldogs.
All right, so the first offensive set for the Belen Eagles. They'll start at their own 41. As the Bulldogs, Jake Parrish kicked it deep, but he's kicking it into the wind and from his own 25. It was really a good kick, but just those two things stacked against him. Belen in the huddle. They run 80-20 is what the scouting report said, but we'll see if they open up trying to throw the ball. So who is their quarterback? We thought that they had a different quarterback. Number 2, and he's going to run around this corner. Boy, the Bulldogs got caved in. That's a first down pickup of about 10 yards.
Starting on defense tonight for the Bulldogs, defensive line, number 55, Dylan Fisher, number 59, Caden Grantham, and number 65, Kellen Worley. Linebackers from left to right, or outside linebacker 11, Grant Johnson and Josiah Rodriguez. Inside linebackers, Diego Wesson and Aiden Huffman. And our secondary, David Hammond, Jesse Armendariz, Jaron Watkins, and Philip Finley Rascon.
All right, so he ends up picking up 8. He must have went out of bounds because it looked like he got to the 49 of the Bulldogs. Snap is back, going to do the same play the other way this time. Well, number 2 is the quarterback, Garcia. He's going to get the first down. Looked like we might have him, but he just kind of slipped through. He'll pick up the 2 yards needed. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, the line did a good job of sealing off the linebacker or the defensive end that has quarterback responsibility on that. And so our corner went and got pitchman, which is his responsibility. So Huffman makes the tackle, but not before he had a good gain.
1st and 10. They're on the Bulldog side of things at the Bulldog 49-yard line. Ball on the far hash for the Belen Eagles. If you're watching on the radio, the Bulldogs wearing white unis with black numbers outlined in orange. The Belen Eagles wearing white pants with maroon stripe and then maroon pants, helmet and shirts. White numbers, easy to read. We talked about that. Snap is back. Throw over there. It was a little slip screen. He's able to get by the first wave of Bulldogs and pick up 3 yards.
Quick throw to the right to number 12, Gonzalez. And as you said, our corner came up hard, and he just gave him a sidestep and did a good job of picking up those yards before safety came and made the tackle.
So the starting quarterback for the Belen Eagles is number 2, Hunter Garcia. It was a change. I guess their starter was hurt. Number 15 was who we had as their starter, but Garcia out there. He is a senior. And he'll take the snap with the running back on either side of him. He got a slot to his left. Well, he's up on the line, kind of a flex. He's going to turn, run that speed option its way. And the Bulldogs, nobody out there, but they close quickly. Do the Bulldogs? It's going to be pickup of 0.
Yeah, so a couple things there. They're, again, blocking the quarterback, the man that has quarterback responsibility. So the Bulldogs able to string that out that time. Watkins comes up, puts a good hit on Garcia, and takes him down.
So it'll be 3rd and 7. Like I said, he got nowhere. He got back to the line of scrimmage. So coming back out is Garcia. He's been going over to the sideline each time talking to his coach to get the play. They're in the huddle. And now he's double-checking, making sure he's got it. We're down to 7-10 and counting, 8-0 Bulldogs here in the first quarter, live from Belen Stadium. And a little bit of confusion, but now they figure it out. They've got a pair of receivers up on the line on the inside and 2. Oh, there's a false start. Did not call it. He's going to turn and look. Bulldogs were there, but he steps up under pressure. Throws made, is completed. Pickup of about 3. It'll be 4th down. Let's see what they do.
So coming all the way across the field is Gallagher. just a little drag route across from left to right, and good protection by the line. He stepped up in the pocket, Garcia did, and hit him. And Watkins and Armendariz come up and make the tackle.
So 4th and 4 after the pickup of about 3 for the Blaine Eagles. And I thought we might have him, but he did a great job stepping up into the pocket. A little pocket did form. And they are sending out their punting unit. It looks like number 2 is going to stay out there. He may be their punter, Garcia. Looks like that's where he's going to be. So that's always dangerous. It's 4th and 4. We're on the Bulldog side of things. Bulldogs need to be watching for the fake as the quarterback is in there as the punter. Snap is back. Kick is away. He does punt it. End over end. It's a good punt. It's going to bounce and go into the end zone. So the Bulldogs will start off with a touchback on their second series, be out at the 20.
So it's a good job by the defense. They bent a little bit with that speed option that was getting to them. But the beauty of the Bulldogs, all the defense will go. They'll huddle up on the sideline right now. The coaches will coach them up on that. They did stop at the last time they tried to run it. So good job by the defense. Offense has the ball again. Armendariz, I'll just say, he did a good job of letting that ball go into the end zone as he was back deep.
Yeah, he could have definitely caught it on the hop, but he made the right. I agree with you. I think he made the right decision. So the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Ball in the middle of the field. A formation look. Galindo to the left of Estrada in the shotgun as he looks over the defense. Snap is back. He's going to drop to throw. Plenty of time. Steps into it. He's got it going deep. He's got a man there. Oh, and it's picked off. Number 6 makes the interception. He was just a little underthrown. He's running it back, and he's chased down from behind by Duran, but a turnover on the Bulldogs.
So look at that man coverage where the safeties are up shallow anyway. We already mentioned that. So the offense goes over, they talk about it, they come back, try to go deep to Duran, just a little bit underthrown into that wind, but I'm going to tell you right now, Rodriguez for the Eagles did a great job of closing on that and bringing it in, over the shoulder catch.
Yeah, the wind definitely contributed to that being a little underthrown. Duran was behind him by 2 yards. If that wind hadn't slowed it down, it'd have been a touchdown, but as you said, a good defensive interception, so turnover, first of the ball game goes back to the Bulldog defense now as Belen has the ball on the Bulldogs 40, and they'll start off with trips to the near side. One running back to the right of Garcia. He's going to take the snap, throw it over here. It's a slip screen. Let's go through the hands of number 28. Might have got caught looking.
Well, that's a good thing because we had Hammond at corner and Watkins at safety, and that was it. They had 3 guys over here. So 2 blockers, and he could have gone up the sideline, but he dropped the pass.
Yeah, went right, squirted right through. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Eagles. We're down inside 6 minutes, 5:41 to go here in the first quarter. 8-0 Bulldogs lead. They got the first series. They were able to drive down, had to face a 4th down against the Eagles, but then got the ball into the end zone. Come out, and the defense bent a little, hold them, force a punt, but then we throw the pick. So Bland back on the field now with a slot and a wide out on either side. Running back number 24 goes to the right of Garcia in the backfield, shotgun. Snap is back. He's going to look to throw. Bulldogs bringing all out blitz. And he will chase him, and he throws it away to nobody. Throws it to the sideline behind the line of scrimmage, and I think that's a penalty.
Yeah, Grantham, Rodriguez, Fisher, Johnson, they were all chasing him back there. There was nowhere to go, and he threw that ball away. As you said, he threw it straight over to the sideline. So I think that's just the backup quarterback just trying to get rid of it, not really thinking.
Yeah, it's a loss of down, so it's like the sack happened, really.
Yeah.
We would have had them at the 50, and they mark it from there, so it's even better than the sack. It'll be back 5 more yards, so now at the 45 of a Blend, 2nd down and a long way, 2nd and 25.
So when that happened, I thought that's got to be a screen pass because everybody just came on. It looked like they all came free. So I don't know what happened there. I wasn't looking for the screen, who was going to receive the screen, but
we were on top of him so quick he had to turn and run. All right, so down to 5:23. They did start the clock after the penalty. Again, two receivers on either side. There's a false start. That'll back them up another 5. It'll be 2nd and 30.
Yeah, just number 28 out here, Sanchez. Thought it was on 1, and it wasn't on 1.
You know, he didn't get it the first time because he did that just a minute ago, but then that time he did call it.
All right,
go ahead.
Oh, sorry, we got an update here. Roswell High against Hobbs. Roswell 6, Hobbs 0 in the first quarter, so Roswell strikes first.
It is 2nd down. The line judge over there the ball guy over there, well.
It says 3rd over there.
It does say 3rd. I guess they run a play. They're going to run a little bubble screen to that side. Coming up quick
Oh, missed the tackle. They're going to pick up some yards, but not near enough as they get out to the 47. It'll be 4th down and a long way for the Belen Eagles.
That was a quick pass out there to Darian Rodriguez, showing his speed. He's had the interception on Duran, running with him. But Rodriguez, for the linebacker for the Bulldogs, he was going flying in there. One of their linemen or receivers just chipped him enough where he couldn't make that tackle.
Well, it'll be the second punt of the ball game if they do punt it. 4th down and a long way to go. Snap is back. Bulldogs almost get the block. It's over. It's going to fall, and he's going to let it roll. That time maybe shouldn't have. It's going to be a great punt down inside the 5-yard lines where the Bulldogs offense will start.
Yeah, where Sanchez last year was such a great punt returner. He scared us at times picking up those punts. Armendariz might have should have picked that one up as it rolled about 20 more yards. Easy to say up here, though.
Easy to say from the booth. All right, so it'll be a good long drive here for the Bulldogs. That's the way we'll look at it. On a positive note, they can go 96 yards. It's 1st and 10 on the Bulldog 4-yard line. We're going to stay in the A formation, and they are definitely man-free. They got a center over the top, or a center. I was going to say center fielder. They got a safety over the top. Ostrada is he's got a man wide open in the seam. That's Khan, I think. And that's a big pickup all the way out to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, so now we're picking apart the plays. He threw that quicker than last time before he got to the safety and the open behind linebacker in front of safety.
1st and 10 Artesia. They're going to stay going fast here as they're right back on the ball, ready to go. Again, an A-formation look, and they got the wide side of the field on the far side, and that guy's over there on an island. We'll see if they turn and look that way. He's going to throw a screen. It's going to be caught by Kahn. He's got a lot of white jerseys in front of him. He's fast. He turns it upfield to the 40. Still on his feet. 50. One man to beat. He's going to be tackled. Saving touchdown all the way to the Belen 30. See where they mark him. 37-yard line.
Good call by the Bulldogs. They're rushing hard. They came hard, so they set up the screen and Kahn up the sideline before Levi Sanchez had a good angle on him and was able to get him out of bounds.
Kahn coming from the slot receiver, goes behind the line and catches that ball on the screen. Trips to the near side, which is the wide side. Duran on the far side by himself. Galindo to the left of Estrada in the shotgun as he looks over. He's going to change the play. He sees something he likes, and I actually see it too. We'll see if he goes this way. Snap is back. He's going to throw a little bubble over here to Kahn. Again, he's got men in front of him. He turns upfield to the 30, and he's down to about the 29.
So just the trips out here, you got 2 blockers. You hit that was Lopez, right?
I think it was Kahn.
Oh, okay, yeah, hit Kahn, and then Lopez and Seiss out here blocking for him, so a good pickup for the Bulldogs on 1st down.
It'll be second down and 2. I was going to say a long 2, but it's right on the 31, or just inside of it. A formation look. Estrada takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's looking. Oh, and number 51 is on top of him. They played that really well. Where he wanted to throw it, Robbie, the defender was right on top of the receiver, and so he pump, and then he gets tackled.
That's true.
That backs the Bulldogs back about 6 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for Artesia at the 34-yard line of the Belen Eagles. Ball on the near hash. Again, the A formation look. Galindo's only been handed to 1 time. We may see something here. That delay that we run, that draw play with him, really works well. Snap is back. Nope, he's going to throw it over to that uncovered, and that's going to be Casadas. He's got the 1st down and more. He stepped inside of the defenders, gets all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Just uncovered to an extent. They're off of him enough that just hit him real quick inside, and then, boy, he put a great move on before. It looks like Gallagher made the tackle for the Eagles.
A formation, right back on the ball at the 20-yard line. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the backfield. Looks over the defense one more time. Snap is back, looking to throw. Looks that direction, going to throw it over the out route. It's going to go off the hands of Diego Lopez and out of bounds.
Now, that came out of Nye's hand a little funny there. Kind of wobbling around. You don't normally see that. He throws a tight spiral, so may have thrown Diego off a little out in front of him, too. He had to kind of dive for it.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 as the Bulldogs huddled up this time, and they'll break the huddle. A formation look. Kahn and Lopez, Duran and Seiss, the receivers. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the backfield. Snap is back. He's going to hand it off. Galindo gets around the corner. He makes a man miss. He's going to go. Touchdown, Artesia on the left side. 2 men laying on the ground in his wake.
Yeah, and they changed it up that time. They went to a 3-man defensive front. So the line does a good job of sealing them and then going next level. Linebacker Galindo cut, sidesteps one man, and then up the sideline with his speed.
So they're going to line up in the swinging gate again. We've seen several different opportunities for the Bulldogs so far this year, and they've shown future opponents a lot of things from this. We're going to bring a man in motion. Now they're going to swing out of it, line up for the regular PAT. They may still go for something. We'll see. The score 14-0 Bulldogs with 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Now for the PAT, Philip Finley Rascon, the kicker. Casadas, the holder. Snap is back. Kick is up. Kick is good. And so the score 15-0. Again, 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs with the lead.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Ed Safety and Services, LLC, want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Ed Safety also offers drug and alcohol testing and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Ed Safety and Services, LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
That scoring drive by the Artesia Bulldogs, 7 plays. As Joby said, we got 96 yards to go, and they did. Total of 96 yards, 20-yard touchdown run by Galindo. Kick was good by Finley. Bulldogs lead 15-0 with 2:15 left in the first quarter.
All right, Jacob Parrish back to do the honors once again. Plants the ball on the X in the middle on the 40-yard line. And the kick, he's going to do a little squib up the middle. Ball's going to bounce, take a couple rolls. It's fielded back there. Bulldogs right there and make the tackle. First one there, number 33 for Artesia.
Great job and hustle down the field by Edel Vila. Haven't called his name this year that I remember, but great job on coverage. Looked like they were going to have a little bit room there to run, and he just was standing right there waiting on him.
Villa is a sophomore, and I had the opportunity to coach him with my younger brother Ty back when he was a little guy. He is aggressive. He plays in the defensive backfield. I got to watch him last night. He just goes and gets it. So it's great to see a sophomore out there on the kickoff team and great open field tackle.
Yeah.
All right, so Belen will start just inside their 30-yard line, 29-yard line. They've got trips to the far side. The quarterback, Garcia, looking. He's going to take the snap, turn, hand it off. The big man rumbles forward. He's going to pick up a couple of yards as he drags 3 Bulldogs.
So Grantham kind of created that havoc back there. As he came back, he was able to get an arm on the running back before slow him up. He didn't get him down, but he wasn't able to get his momentum going. The other Bulldogs came and made the tackles.
All right, so 2nd down and 7 after the pickup of 3. It'll be at their own 32-yard line. Ball remains kind of not directly in the middle, but close to the middle of the field towards us here in the press box. Belen going, if you're watching on the radio, right to left on your radio dial, which is south to north here. Wind behind them. Quarterback is Garcia. He's got a pair of running backs on either side. He's bringing his closest receiver in tighter as Garcia takes a snap. He's going to run the speed option that direction. Bulldogs are going to play it about perfectly, and that's going to be a loss, tackle for loss for the Bulldogs.
He pitches it over there to Darian Rodriguez, and Finley Rascon, he forced the pitch. He made him pitch the ball, and then he went and made the tackle on Rodriguez. So that's just a heads-up play by Finley.
So a 2-yard loss brings it to 3rd and 9 for the Belen Eagles as they'll huddle up. And the quarterback, Garcia, over talking to his coach, going to get his play. And I didn't notice they're not play clocks on the field, so but he's got plenty of time, I know. He jogs back out. 3rd down and 9. The Bulldog defense has played stellar so far here in the first quarter, just like they have the last 2 games. And they bent a little bit. We saw Belen get a couple of first downs, but right here, 3rd down and 9 at their own 29, well, right at the 30, really. And now we've got a penalty delay a game, I think. So it did take them a little too long, and that can hurt when your quarterback's all the way on the sideline.
Yeah, and it's probably because he's a backup and doesn't know everything, so to make it all clear. So he's having to run all the way over here and run all the way back. And so it's tough sometimes.
So it'll be 3rd down and 14 now instead of 3rd down and 9. As Belen moves their huddle back up, they're still in the huddle. 24 seconds to go. Let's see if they try to get a playoff here in the first quarter, I should say. Clock down to 20 and running. So Garcia takes a look. Got to run back on either side, takes a snap. He's going to run the speed option this way. Bulldogs play it pretty good, and he'll get back about 2 yards. It'll be 4th and 12.
David Hammond came up and made him turn in that time. didn't give him the option to pitch, and Fisher and Diego Wesson make the tackle for the Bulldogs.
That's going to be it for the first quarter. 0-0 on the clock. 15-0 Artesia. Fourth down for the Berlin Eagles when we come back right here on KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio, AM 990 and FM 93.7. Of course, we're on YouTube. We're on Facebook, KSVP Radio, and we're on PVT Live TV. We'll be right back.
There are things you can do to improve the value of your current home if you plan to sell, and a few things you probably shouldn't do. The folks at Lois Oliver Real Estate are experts in real estate in Artesia and can help you with some great advice. If you want to talk to a local expert about buying or selling a home in Artesia, visit with any of the agents at Lois Oliver Real Estate. We know Artesia, and we're ready to help you buy or sell or find local experts who can answer your questions. Lois Oliver Real Estate. We love it here. Find us at 210 South Roselawn or online at loisoliverrealestate.com.
All right, so fourth down now for the Berlin Eagles. They flipped sides of the field. The quarterback is the punter, Garcia. Fourth down and 12. Snap is back. Boy, coming through hard. And getting the block is the Bulldogs. It's kicked backwards. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Artesia. Is coming through once again was number 11.
Johnson just timed that perfectly, and the ball was snapped. He just went right between two linemen while they were still in their stance. Got back there. That's his second block of the season so far.
We got a flag down. We got a Berlin Eagle player down, and Philip Finley Rascon, I think, knocked him down. And there's a flag right there. Now, it should have been after the – it shouldn't – well, we'll see what the flag is. So one of the Berlin Eagle players on the ground. And Rascon, I saw him. He was there. So I think he knocked him down. I didn't see it, but he was there, and he put his hands up like, I didn't do anything. We'll see what the flag is.
Yeah, it's back here where the return was. Armendariz and Finley were back here for the return. Finley was a short guy. And so we're watching the quarterback following the ball back there, the punter, Garcia. So didn't really see what happened on this end of the field.
The White Hat is talking to one of the Berlin players and the rest of the referee staff, and I'm not sure what they're talking about, but he's talking to number 4. We need to let them tell us what's going on. They're helping up the young man, and so we're getting applause from both bleachers. Hopefully he is okay. It's number 10 that was the injured player.
It's Harris.
They're still discussing it down there. Now the White Hat's turning around. I think it's going to be first down Bulldogs. They may march it back. Let's see what the penalty was. So, did he do this? I couldn't hardly see him. So, personal foul on the Artesia Bulldogs. It'll be 1st and 10 back at the 20-yard line? 24? 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 24-yard line. So, a personal foul. We've had a couple of penalties that you don't like to see. It is early in the season, and the Bulldogs will clean those things up. It's not like they're doing it every play, but personal foul called on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate.
Well, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
neither did you. Yeah,
I didn't either. That's why speculation says Finley didn't know. I mean, did he block it? Did he not? That guy's coming down the field. So who knows?
Well, it was right there where he probably blasted him, but they called a personal foul, so I don't know. As you said, we didn't see it. We'll have to go back and watch it on film if we had a wide shot of it, and we probably did. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs as they break the huddle. They're at the Berlin Eagle 29 instead of the 4, where the punt was covered by and now we're missing a player, so hustling on for the Bulldogs is another player coming in.
It's Porter Hardman.
So he'll hustle out to the wideout. Man in motion is Casadas. Snap, he's going to toss it to him. He's going to cut inside the first man. He's making men miss. He gets home, he breaks a tackle, but they're able to gather him up and finally get him down after a pickup of 13.
Casadas, tough runner, and he's got some moves. He got speed, and he got some cuts in there before Gallagher made the tackle for the Eagles.
Bulldogs right back on the ball. It'll be 1st down and 10 at the 14-yard line, 13, 12, 11. I was watching the sideline. Now I realize it's at the 12. Bringing a man in motion is going to be Kahn. He's going to fake it to him. We got a penalty, false start, illegal procedure on the Bulldogs.
I think it was Kahn going towards the line of scrimmage again. We saw that a couple times last week, so got him moving, just leaning forward.
So the 5-yard penalty will back it up 5. 1st and 15 now for the Bulldogs. The ball will be placed at about the 18-yard line. The score right now, we're in the second quarter, 15-0 Artesia with 11:25 to go in the first half. A formation. Galindo to the right of the quarterback, Estrada. Snap is back. They were bringing 5 men rushing. He throws it out to an out receiver. Returning upfield is Casadas. He's down inside the 10, down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, I watched Casadas that time. He ran a great route. Just drove right into Avila and then planted his foot, came to the sideline, and Avila was about 4 yards behind him. Just a great route. Great throw by Estrada.
2nd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Right back on the ball. They are. Snap is back. Estrada looking to the right side. An out route. That's going to be touchdown. Oh, he dropped it. Did they call it? Nope, they said it was incomplete. That was Kahn, who looked like he caught it before it came out, but they said incomplete.
So it's a good job by the corner out there because we had a receiver going deep in that right side, and he was covering him. And as soon as the ball was in there, he left that guy to come, and he put the hit on Kahn.
All right, so 3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 5. Ball in the near hash. Snap is back, going to turn, run the draw. Galindo is going to go in for the touchdown. Great blocking. Touchdown, Artesia.
Yeah, just a great job by the line because Galindo got through. Nobody had touched him until Lopez was able to wrap him up. Galindo got him, drug him into the end zone for the touchdown.
So the score 21-0 as we line up in the swinging gate. We got a 2-point conversion after the first touchdown. If you're just now joining us, that's why without the PAT here, it's already 21-0. Man in motion. Going to swing over out of the swinging gate, and Philip Finley-Rascombe will put the tee down. Casadas will do the holding. And I think Johnson is the snapper. Is that right?
Yes, Cody.
Cody Johnson. Snap is back. It's a good snap. Hold is down. It's a good hold. Kick is up. It's a good kick. And the Artesia Bulldogs now lead 22-0 with 10:48 to go in the first half. We'll be right back.
Southwest Printers is a third-generation printing company. From letterheads to business cards and all types of invitations, books, and magazines. Our dedicated staff care about your project and work to get it right the first time, every time. Southwest Printers' design team makes your art stand out above the rest. Our printing team will handle your project like it's the only one in the shop. Let us print your signs, banners, window lettering, event tickets, invitations, and much, much more. Remember, Southwest Printers. If you can think it, we can print it.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
That scoring drive by the Artesia Bulldogs. 4 plays, covered 24 yards. Capped off by a 6-yard touchdown run by Galindo. Kick was good by Finley. Artesia Bulldogs lead the Berlin Eagles 22-0 with 10:48 left in the second period.
All right, Jacob Parrish will line it up, and now we've got the officials were having a little convo out there, but they've now broken up. So he's going to have to jog all the way in and then go to the sideline. He couldn't go to the sideline from where he was at because that's not the procedure. Now they go to the sidelines. All right, so beautiful night here in Belen. The mountains over there look gorgeous with the sunset behind us. Just a gorgeous night here. Parrish ready to go. He waits for the white hat. He gets the call, and here's the kick. High pop fly over to the right side. It's going to be fielded back at about the 17, 16-yard line. Bulldogs were there. He bounces it outside, showing some speed as number 4, and then he is blasted on the sideline. As he ran a lot of east and west there, he gets out to about the 21-yard line.
So Avila did a good job of going back and getting that kick, and then he comes all the way across the field before Jet Whitmire makes the tackle on the sideline for them. And
another sophomore for the Bulldogs.
Update on the Roswell-Hobbs game. Roswell is leading 13-0 in the second period. First same period. It's quarter.
Period basketball, quarter football.
Yeah.
Well, you're a football guy, so well, that didn't make sense.
Well, that didn't make sense. Thanks.
You're welcome. If I can't pick on you, what can I do? Josh has been picking on me all day. Our stats guy, I'm telling you. Kind of rough because I got a feeling. One feeling. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Belen Eagles. They're at their own 21-yard line. Under center for the first time. In the A formation, the Bulldogs come across for a offsides.
Hartman got a little anxious there. Huffman, sorry. Got a little anxious and came from that outside linebacker position all the way across the line.
Yeah, he was about 3 yards into the backfield and realized, uh-oh, nobody else is moving. He put his hand on his head, was like, oops.
All right. Not like the whole stadium was watching him.
Well, you know. All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 5 at their own 26-yard line. They're going to go under center again. Turn, fake the. Oh, they do hand it off to the big fullback, and he's going to just pick up a yard as the Bulldogs pile in.
So it looked like they put in the speed option to try to get some yards to start off this game with. It's an easy play to run. Backup quarterback coming in. Now they're going tight, back to their tight offense, which they do like to run. That fullback is Lopez, so we'll see some, probably a lot of him right now.
Well, the scouting report said they would come out of the eye, and we hadn't seen it until that play. So maybe getting back to their basics here is they're going to go in the eye once again. They got a wide out on either side and a tight end on the right side. Quarterback under center, snap back. He's going to turn, hand it off, just a straight dive to the I formation back, and he'll pick up about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down, and, well, it might be close to a 1st down.
Johnson and looks like Diego Weston on the tackle. That's number 6 back there at the tailback, Darian Rodriguez, picking up those yards for the Eagles.
Oh, and he changes his mind. It says 1st down, so 1st down for the Belen Eagles on the straight I formation dive. We ran out of the I when I was in high school, and we had a lot of counters out of that. So I asked Coach if they thought they would see counters, and he said they hadn't, so they just run that straight behind the fullback. Back to the shotgun with the running back to his left is Garcia. 2 slots, 2 wideouts, looking this way. He's going to throw the little screen. Number 12 catches it, cuts across the field, and he's still on his feet before he's finally turned. A pickup of about 5.
Logan Gonzalez just cutting across the field. Good throw by Garcia, good catch. And then Belen has some speed. We've seen it at different skill positions so far, but he couldn't. The Bulldogs were strung out across the field. There was nowhere to go, so a host of them made that tackle.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Eagles. 22-0 Bulldogs, 9:01 and counting here in the first half. Ball placed on the far hash. They flopped in so at the quarter, so the Belen Eagles now going from the north to the south against the wind. Bulldogs started off that way. Belen comes out of their huddle. They're going to have a slot and a wideout on either side. And they also got the running back to the left of Garcia, the quarterback in shotgun. He's going to look to throw it. Bulldogs going to bring some pressure. There was a holding, and he threw it, and there's going to be a sack. We'll probably decline that holding. That's a sack all the way back to the 14, 15-yard line.
That's Rafael Orozco from that left tackle position. We're getting free of his guy quickly, and then Garcia trying to get around him, and he couldn't. Too much speed by Orozco, and he got a hold of him, and he got the sack.
So it is a decline on the penalty. The sack puts them back at their own 16-yard line is where it ended, just inside the 16. So it'll be 3rd down and a lot for the Belen Eagles. So they get a 1st down, then they get a nice play across, a little drag for the receiver, but then the Bulldogs they brought 5 that time, if I saw it right, Robbie. They get to him, chase him down, and a big sack. 8:29 to go here in the first half, 22-0 Bulldogs. As the ball placed now, he moves it and puts it, looks like the nose just on the 16-yard line of the Belen Eagles. And so they're still, this is a dangerous spot right here because the quarterback's still standing on the sideline talking to the coach. He may be waiting to call a timeout.
Probably is. Well, yeah, the play clock's running, not the clock up there, but he just told him to run it.
It should have been running because it was a sack.
Yeah, 3rd and 30. Pull that play out of your pocket, would you?
Well, if I was a Bulldog coach, they may have it in there, but a team that runs 80% of the time, maybe not. And I don't know if he's going to call a timeout or what, but the coach is standing there with the quarterback. He still hasn't sent him in.
Yeah, Finley's over there talking to both of them. He's just having a conversation with him or listening to everything he's saying.
Right, and now he does call a timeout. All right, so with 7:58 to go here in the first half, the Artesia Bulldogs have scored 22 points, 0 for the Belen Eagles. We'll be back after this timeout.
This ad paid for by Eddy County Lodgers Tax.
You don't want to miss Yucca Blossom's 3rd annual Summers and Extravaganzas Saturday and Sunday, September 16th and 17th at the Eddy County Fairgrounds in Artesia. Over 100 vendors are expected at this year's event. A petting zoo, train rides, face painting, bouncy houses, a stuffy bear station, and numerous food trucks. Whether you're hunting for a unique gift or just having fun with a family, come enjoy the Yucca Blossom Summers and Extravaganza September 16th and 17th at the Eddy County Fairgrounds in Artesia.
Well, Robbie, we've got a good game going here for the Bulldogs defense. We have seen them bend a little bit, but really they make up for it and they collapse. Each drive they collapse and get a big play, and so putting the Eagles in long 3rd downs.
Yeah, and we're seeing the Bulldogs right now. They're trying certain things. We've seen probably about 6 or 7 plays out of the offense. They're not pulling out the whole playbook right now, so Coach Maupin working on some things. We do have an update. Roswell High now 19-0 over Hobbs.
All right, so it'll be third down and a long way to go. They're doing a bunch set. They got a heavy to the left side, or the Belen Eagles. They're going to run that way just behind everybody. Quarterback's going to get about 4, maybe 5 yards. It'll be 4th and forever.
Just trying to get it in their athlete's hand and let him pick his way through there. But the problem is he couldn't get outside. All his blockers went around outside, and he cut it up the middle right into the heart of the Bulldog defense.
4th down up, and the quarterback, number 2, will go back to punt. Clock is running. We're down to 7:32 and counting. 22-0 Artesia. And we got a block the last time. We'll see what they do here. As Bulldog, he's coming again. He's going to go break through. The Bulldogs almost get there. It is punted away, and Rodriguez will fair catch it. It'll be a good spot for the Bulldogs at the 46-yard line.
So good punt. I mean, he was under pressure, so good job to get that punt off. Good thought by Rodriguez there, as there was 3 Belen Eagles right there ready for him to make the tackle on him. So good decision.
Yeah, Rodriguez was the up receiver there and into that wind, and probably a little bit of a short leg as he was trying to get it away before it was blocked again by the punter, Hunter Garcia. So it was a great punt, really, because he was down. He was about his 10-yard line. He gets it all the way to the 45 and got it up in the air enough that it forced a fair catch.
So defense giving the offense a really great field position the last 2 times.
1st and 10, Bulldogs remain in the A formation. Duran and Casadas on this side. On the other side is Seiss and Kahn. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the backfield. Snap is back. He's looking to throw the ball, looking to his left. Now he looks back. He's going to have to step up inside the pressure. He's going to let go. That's going to be caught down there by Kahn. Pickup of a bunch, maybe 20 yards.
Well, first of all, Estrada doing a great job of buying time back there. The line does a good job, but eventually somebody comes free. Looks like we may have a penalty back there. But then Kahn did a good job of finding the zone behind the linebacker and in front of the safety.
It was a holding, and I saw the official throw it right there where the holding is, and so that'll negate that big pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 20 because it was right there basically on the line of scrimmage where the flag was thrown. And he was looking to his right, and then he turned back to the left, and then still didn't see what he wanted. Turned back to the right, and he had to step up through, and we got a hold called on us. 1st down and 20 at our own 45. Snap is back. Looking this way, he's going to throw the screen. It's caught by Duran. He's going to be spun down. Pickup of about 10, so we get the penalty yardage back. It'll be 2nd and 20.
That's just run Casadas deep, kind of back him away. Duran comes underneath him. Good throw by Estrada. Good tackle by Lopez on Duran.
So actually a pickup of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Trips to the far side. He's going to turn and throw that bubble screen out there to Kahn, and he gets by the first man. Down the line, down the field he goes. He's off to the races. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Artesia.
Well, I watched Quentin Thompson from his linebacker position. He read that immediately, sprinting towards the sideline. Kahn catches the ball, and I didn't know if he was going to get there, and he didn't. He dove, and Kahn is just too fast. He just avoided his tackle and up straight up sideline. A good play for the Bulldogs.
So that'll bring the score up to 28-0. Artesia in their swinging gate. Let's see if they run a 2-point conversion or if they swing out of it. Man in motion. Now they're going to swing out of it. So Philip Finley Rascon will do the honors. Casadas will be the holder, and the snapper is Johnson. Line it up. Got the wind behind him. Snap is back. Great snap. Hold is good. The kick is great. Right down the middle. The Artesia Bulldogs now lead 29-0 with 6:31 to go in the first half.
Time to order your poinsettias at Sun Country Homes and Gardens in Artesia. Poinsettias range from $10 to $60 and are available in pinks, oranges, reds, and red with white sprinkles. Now is also the perfect time to plant trees and look for fall budding flowers soon. Plus, you'll find a huge selection of home decor and all the gardening supplies you need to make your garden great. Let our expertise help your garden be the envy of the neighborhood. Sun Country Homes and Gardens, 2707 South 1st on the Artesia-Carlsbad Highway in Artesia.
A scoring drive by the Bulldogs, and let me just say thanks to Josh Howard for all these stats that he's providing us. 3 plays, 45 yards. capped off by a 46-yard touchdown pass from Estrada to Kahn. Kick was good. Bulldogs lead 29-0, 6:31 left in the first half.
Who's Josh Howard? I thought our stats guy was stats.
Statistician.
Statistician. Just playing, Josh. He's been just picking on me, and if I tell people what he said, I'm going to say it because my mom's listening. He said, your mom. So Twyla Hodling, Josh Howard said something. Kick is back. Good. Deep kick. It goes through the hands of the return man. He cannot bring it out. So he tries to, but that would have been a mistake. It'll be 20-yard line for the Blaine Eagles on the touchback.
That's David Silva back there. I don't know if he got a hand on it or not. That's why he thought he might have had to bring that out, but he started out, and there was about 4 Bulldogs right there coming down on him hard, so good high school rule there for him.
Saved him from getting the blasting because they were about to unload. All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles offense at their own 20, ball spotted in the middle of the field. As the quarterback, Garcia, will hustle into the huddle. Try to get something going here for the Eagles. The score, again, is 29-0, 6:30 to go in the first half. They got a wide out and a slot on this side. Double running backs, that's a false start. They didn't call it in the backfield. And the run. Oh, and then a big come-up hit by the safe or by the linebacker, Rodriguez. Pickup of maybe 2.
Yeah, that was Rodriguez and Dylan Fisher that came in there and laid just a good hit on him. I'm looking at our defense. We got 2 corners, 2 safeties, and then a middle safety right now. We got 5 guys kind of back. Interesting defense for the Bulldogs right now.
Yeah, Rodriguez, that's why he came from so far, because he's playing that deep safety look. As the Bulldogs kind of got an umbrella look in their secondary. They're showing this to future teams, I think, to say we may line up like this.
3 linemen, 3 linebackers.
Yeah, stack look with Rodriguez playing deep. All right, snap is back. He looks to throw that way. It's going to be caught. Bulldogs were there. He's able to escape the first wave of Bulldogs and then slam to the ground out at the 25-yard line, a pickup of about 4.
Well, Darian Rodriguez made that catch out there, and then, again, showing his athletic ability. He's got some moves and a lot of agility. Wesson was out there, and he's trying to get rid of Wesson. He couldn't, but he gave him a couple of moves. Wesson able to get him down on the ground.
Okay. All right, it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Blaine Eagles as the quarterback hustles off the sideline after talking to coach. 5-13 and counting, 29-0 Bulldogs here in the first half. As they break the huddle, they're going to go trips to the near side, which is the wide side. 1 receiver to the far side, running back to the left of Garcia in the backfield. He looks this direction. Snap is back. He's going to look over here for a little screen. It's going to be caught. Bulldog right there. Wrap him up and take him to the ground. After a pickup of 2, it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, screen pass to Augustine Lopez. Had trips out here, just trying to slip it to him out of the backfield. But you're not going to fool Diego Wesson like that. Wesson comes up, wraps him up, and gets him to the ground.
4th down now and 3, a short 3, maybe we'll call it 2. 4th and 2. Punting unit is coming back onto the field for the Eagles. As the clock is running, we're under 5 minutes, down to 4:27 and counting here in the first half. Bulldogs offense will get another go at it as the Bulldogs hustling a man on. A little bit late. Snap is, it's going to go over his head. Bulldogs had a return on. It's going to go into the end zone. Unless he can kick it away, he's going to try to get, he does. And it's just going to be a little side. It's going to be caught by Rodriguez. He's in for a touchdown. Bulldogs. Rodriguez. Wow, Robbie, what a play by that young man.
That's a heads-up play by your senior, who is the up man, who's deep as the up man. And solid go over. He comes running up there. The kick's high in the air, and everybody's kind of watching it. And he catches it in there and goes in the end zone. I don't know that I've ever seen that in my life.
Yeah, the snap was over the head of the punter. He goes all the way into the end zone. It was so far deep, and it looked like we had a return set on. We weren't rushing hard, so we got there a little later than maybe you expect. He gets the punt away, but he in such a hurry that he kicks it, kind of shanks it, and Rodriguez comes and catches it, as you said, and goes in for the touchdown from about the 6. Wow. All right, so we've got 4 minutes to go here, 4:06 to be exact. Bulldogs come out of the swinging gate. Let's see, they do. So they'll line up in the normal PAT position here. Finley Ruscombe will line it up. Casadas will do the holding. Johnson with the snapping. Snap is back. Good snap. Good hold. Kick is up, and it looks good as well. So 4:06 to go here in the first half. 36-0 Bulldogs.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center is now open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Located in the historic Ward Morehouse, the Artesia Museum and Arts Center offers information on local and area history. The art annex next door features rotating exhibits such as local art shows and temporary in-house displays. For event schedule and upcoming social exhibits, visit their website, artesianm.gov/museum, or call 575-748-2390. The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center, 505 Richardson in downtown Artesia.
That touchdown by the Bulldogs. 6-yard punt return by number 22, Rodriguez. Bulldogs lead 36-0. 4:06 left in the first half. Got an updated score from the Roswell-Haas game. Roswell now up 27-0, Joby, in the first half. And that touchdown presented by Perry Connor, Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Perry at Artesia Ford Sales.
Ball was fumbled. It was a deep kick. He picks it up, and then he's upended inside the 15-yard line of the Blaine Eagles. Good coverage there by the Bulldogs. Jake Parrish blasted down there, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blaine Eagles at about their, I thought they were inside the 10. Looks like they're just outside of it.
So Rocha over there making that catch for the Eagles. For the special teams, you can see a difference in the game in the special teams, especially the punt team and then the kickoff team for the Bulldogs.
All right, so it's a running clock. We're going to get through the rest of this half pretty quick here, 36-0 Bulldogs. And we're down to 3:25 and counting as the quarterback, Garcia, brings them out. He'll go under center with he's got the I formation, offset I. Under center, turns, going to pitch it toward the offset, trying to get around the corner. Bulldogs play it about as perfectly as you can. They are going to give up maybe a couple yards, maybe only one. They strung it out and then turned it in and blasted him.
Finley Rascon did a great job that time. He had a receiver on him. He's got outside contain. Trying to get around him was Rodriguez. Couldn't do it as Finley held him, cut him back in. Then Finley got rid of the blocker and got in on the tackle as Wesson came across the field and put a big hit on him.
So we 2nd down and 9 at the 14-yard line of the Blaine Eagles as they're in the huddle. Garcia on the sideline talking to coach. Now he comes across. And again, running clock here, so it's going to go pretty quick. We're down to 2:35, so a full minute has gone off since they snapped that ball, or since they were lining up to go on that first down. Now they're back to their 2 running backs on either side of the quarterback. Garcia slotting wide out to the far side, snap it back and hand it off. Boy, a big hole there. And number 24 will get through it and get out to the 20-yard line. They'll bring up a third. They're going to mark him at the 21, 3rd down and 3.
As you said, that almost looked like a counter play there. But again, the linebackers doing their job, especially Weston, reading his keys, not going for the what it looked like to be and coming back the other way, as he just read it really quick, closed on him, and wrapped him up.
So out to the 21-yard line, got some forward momentum, and gets to the 21. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Blaine Eagles as Garcia coming from the sideline back out. And the clock now down to 1:40 as he gets into the huddle. So that clock ticking away makes time go fast when you're running the ball, and there's no stopping, and there wouldn't have been anyway, even on an incompletion. Back to the I formation. Garcia under center. Snap is back, turn, hand it off, just a straight lead. Bulldogs envelop him.
Well, we kind of know what's coming, so we've got about 7 Bulldogs on the line of scrimmage. 2 outside guys coming in unblocked. So tough to have a running game when you know they're going to run and the Bulldogs are bringing that many guys.
All right, so we're going to go back to punt, I think. We're down to 1:05 and counting. So one more chance here for the Bulldogs if this punt, and they're going to have to get it away because of the time clock or take a penalty. So the Bulldog once again will drop back in punt return formation. Let's see if they do the same thing and try to run a punt back here. They did not bring the blitz, but they're bringing the blitz coming through. Not getting there. It's going to be punted away from our returner. He'll let it bounce, and it'll take a Bulldog bounce and go back to the 39-yard line of the Blaine Eagles.
I don't know if we'll get a playoff, Joby. 32 seconds and clock's running.
Oh, I thought they stopped it on the when they turned the ball.
You would think on change of
possession. I thought they did, but it is running. Bulldogs may get a play away. We're down to 20 seconds. They did huddle, and so Bulldogs are going to have a formation look once again. And Estrada taking a look over the defense here. Down to 8 seconds, so one play barring a defensive penalty. Snap is back. You can run the speed option. Pitch it. Galindo has a man to beat, which he does. He runs over one guy. Still on his feet. Breaks a tackle. He's to the 20. He's down inside the 15, but time had run out as Galindo didn't have much give up in him that time.
He didn't. Augustine Lopez came across there and made a great play, wrapped him up, but couldn't get him to the ground. Galindo spins out of that tackle and goes down the sideline before Rodriguez forces him out of bounds for the half.
All right, so that is half. The Artesia Bulldogs leading 36-0, and we're going to have last week's band performance. The band is here, but they're up in the bleachers. I don't think they're coming out. Last week's band performance coming up next right here on KSBPTV.com. Stay tuned.
Thanks, Cambria. Let's go down on the field for the Artesia High School Pride of the Pecos Valley Marching Band.
Enjoy the show.
Cambria, let's go down on the field for the Artesia High School Pride of the Pecos Valley Marching Band.
Enjoy the show. represent the state of New Mexico in December 2024 at the 83rd Pearl Harbor Memorial Parade in Hawaii. Congratulations, Bulldog Band. Each week, outstanding marchers are recognized for their awesome hard work, discipline, determination, and dedication to our band. This week's outstanding marchers are Miss Ashley Contreras,
Miss Lauren Combs, Miss Emmeline Duncan, Miss Kara Martinez, Mr. Case Horner, Mr. Brent McIntyre, Mr. Bowdigger Medley, and Miss Anna Netherland. Congratulations and thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of the Pecos Valley, the Artesia High School Bulldog Marching Band.
AS Artesia.
Artesia High School Bulldog Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Hey truck enthusiasts, Maria and Brisa here. Rev up your truck season at Tate Brown's Auto Group. Get $6,500 off 23 model year trucks. It's dreamy. Whether you're conquering the oil fields or navigating city streets, your ideal ride rates. Financing? We're pros. Drive your dream truck without breaking the bank. But hurry, these deals down here September 5th. Swing on by or visit us at www.tatebranch.com now. Tate Branch Auto Group, where your truck dreams ignite and adventure starts.
Welcome back to our Tate Branch Fan of the Week halftime segment. We're here in Belen, New Mexico. Actually, the crew is in Belen. We're at Tate Branch here in Artesia for our Fan of the Week. And our Fan of the Week this week is Mr. Martin Sanchez. Martin, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, tell us a little bit about yourself. I don't think you're from Artesia, but I finally have met somebody who is actually from Vaughn.
Absolutely. Yeah. The big town. That is me. So I originally am from Vaughn. Born and raised there. I moved to Portales to go to eastern New Mexico in 1988. Ultimately met my wife there, got married, spent the last 20-something years there. And about 4 years ago, we moved down here to Artesia. My son and daughter-in-law were pregnant with quadruplet babies, and that brought us down here to help raise them.
Wow. 4 kids, all the same age. How are they doing?
They're great. They're 6 years old now, and they got an older brother who's 10. So they're all doing well, praise God.
Well, that is fantastic. Now, I understand you did play a little football when you were in high school. Tell us about that.
Little football is right. You know, I grew up in Vaughan. We had 6-man football only. So we would come out and play Lake Arthur back in those days. And this is, 86, 87, 88. So, yeah. 6 men is where it was. You know, where the scores were 80 to 81. Yeah, that's right. That was us.
And I think, is everybody eligible after the snap or something like that? I'm trying to remember my 6-man rule.
Yes, as a quarterback, you can only run if you pitch it backwards, and then you're eligible to receive after that. But yeah, pretty much everybody's eligible to receive a pass.
Okay, and then the extra points, those are different too.
I couldn't tell you those. I don't know.
I think if you run it in, it's 2, and if you kick it in, it's 1, I think.
I couldn't tell you right now. I think it's the same if that would be the same as 11 men then, right? Running it in?
It's the opposite of 11 men.
Okay.
I think. Well, anyway, what positions did you play on the team?
All. Yeah. I played both offense and defense, running back on the offense and linebacker on defense. So I prefer defense more.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it was fun.
You get to hit people, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. When you can catch them, because like I said, those scores were pretty high all the time.
That's right. Well, I've actually broadcast a 6-man football game from Lake Arthur, Mountain Air, and Corona. So I've been to those places to watch 6-man football, and it is kind of exciting. But never Vaughn. I never did a game in Vaughn.
Well, back in those days, Corona, Mountain Air, those were our, in our district. So Roy, I don't know if you remember that. We've even traveled to El Paso to play a team out of Tornillo, Texas. Mm-hmm. So
that's exciting time. Now, growing up in Vaughn, playing 6-man football, getting as close as you can at Lake Arthur to, did you look for the lights of the Bulldog Bowl? What did you hear about Artesia growing up?
So nothing growing up. They weren't even on the radar back then. However, when I did move to Portales in '88, became a Portales Ram fan. That's where I ultimately started my family with my kids. They graduated out of Portales, but there is where we learned about the tradition and Artesia Bulldog football. I mean, that's where I got to learn a lot, and wow, what a tradition.
Yeah. So you get to move to Artesia. You and your wife move here. What does she do?
She's a teacher at Zia Elementary.
He did that on purpose. He actually knew exactly where she teaches.
Yeah, she's a teacher at Zia Elementary. She moved down as well when I did. She got a job immediately. Obviously, this area here is in need of those good teachers, and she's amazing, by the way. But yeah, my family needed us to come. She came. She's only got 1 year left, so I don't know if she intends to keep teaching or not.
Well, you'll have to see. And what do? I see PRMI. You probably hear Martin's voice on the radio commercials. Tell us what you do.
Sure. I'm a mortgage loan officer. I opened a mortgage loan business here in 2018, right before the COVID hit. Called PRMI, Primary Residential Mortgage. Opened that up and has been going great. I'm blessed.
Well, good. What do you like about, I'm sure once you moved here and you'd heard about it and you played high school football, you had to go to football games. You've been going to a lot of Artesia sporting events. What do you like about that experience?
I'll tell you this. I've been to a lot of games, obviously in New Mexico. Chased Portales around for a while. Then you see the Clovis games being from that area. Did some Muleshoe games out of Texas. My son had some friends that the Woods, so his dad coached out there in Muleshoe, and I've seen a lot of football, but nothing compares to what goes on in Artesia. Even Texas football that I've watched. This tradition that they hold here is second to none, and I don't think it's recognized as much because we're here in the South and not in the North where there's a little more population. But this tradition that Artesia brings to the football, well, I guess all sports community, but more so the football community, is absolutely second to none. It's something that I've learned the traditions that they have, year over year over year, and it doesn't change. It's pretty amazing to be here. I'm blessed that my grandchildren will be able to be raised here and grow up Bulldogs.
That's right. And you're going to get to go watching all those events and whatever they choose to do, whether it's sports or academics or other extracurricular activities. How much orange did you have in your wardrobe before you moved here, and how much do you have now?
Well, yeah, now it's full. Before it was just a costume, that I wore for Halloween. So no, I didn't have much at all. Growing up in Vaughn, I was maroon and yellow, and then moving to Portales, I became red and black, and then obviously following Eastern New Mexico sports, we became green there and silver. But when you move here, I tell you, if you're not wearing orange on football Fridays, you might as well just not even get out of your automobile, because people look at you strange.
You hear that, Linda?
It's true. I've walked into businesses where I'm with my wife, who is a teacher, and other Bulldog fans, and I get the up and down, like what's wrong here? Yeah. So and I respect their traditions very, very much.
Yeah.
I will say this: I was able to go to the teacher luncheon, the first one that they kicked off for the schools, and I shouldn't say surprised, but people come back to Artesia. Students that graduate here, they feel that this is where they belong, and they go out, they get their degrees, and they come back, and they make a prosperous life here. So I see teacher after teacher, however many years, but they were ex-students of Artesia, and this is where they want to be. So that says something about the town, the schools, the sports, call it what you will, but they educate themselves and come right back. So that is one of the things that I have spoke a lot with friends back home, and about how they just come back. You see the same names on the football field and the baseball field and basketball court. You see the same name year over year over year, and that's because they bring their families back.
Yeah, that's true. And you've got sons and daughters of players that are teaching and coaching, and it's just it really is an amazing thing to see. Well, we've got a couple gifts for you, Martin, for doing this. First of all, Tom out at Adobe Rose wanted you to have this. This is a $50 gift card from the Adobe Rose, so let's give that to you there. You can enjoy that. I don't think the quads will work on a $50 gift card. But.
Well, you've not seen them eat. They could find something to put down there.
There you go. And then we, from Perry and Tate here at Tate Branch, here's a official Tate Branch Fan of the Week mug just for you.
Perry, I appreciate that. And I appreciate Adobe Rose as well. And always happy to be a Bulldog, by the way.
Very good. Martin Sanchez, our Fan of the Week this week. If there's someone you'd like to nominate for Fan of the Week, just get a hold of Perry here at Tate Branch, and who knows, we might get him in this season. We got a lot of games to go, and hopefully all the way to a state championship. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment.
What's up, Bulldog fans? We often hear from teenagers there's nothing to do in Artesia. Well, that's going to change on September 15th, because we're having a fifth quarter right after the game.
Right here in this parking lot at Faith Baptist Church, 401 South 20th Street, we're going to have jumpies, obstacle course, we're going to have a mechanical bull, we're going to have a gaga ball tournament. So you want to be here right after the game on September 15th. Go Bulldogs!
Back here at Belen Stadium, the Belen Eagles hosting the Bulldogs. Josh Howard with the halftime stats.
For the Belen Eagles, 2 first downs in the first half. We have 14 rushing yards, 23 receiving yards. And for your Artesia Bulldogs, 12 first downs, 69 yards rushing, 203 yards passing. For your stat leaders for the Eagles, Augustine Lopez, 4 rushes for 3 yards. Rodriguez, 5 for 1, and Garcia, 5 for -3. Passing for the Eagles, Hunter Garcia, 7 for 8 for 23 yards. And receiving for the Eagles, Darren Rodriguez, 2 for 9, Logan Gonzalez, 2 for 8, and Dalton Gallagher, 2 for 3. Your leaders for Artesia Bulldogs rushing for the game, Galindo, 6 for 74. Passing, Nia Estrada was 12 for 15, 203 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Receiving, leading the way, is Ethan Kahn, 4 for 112, Cazares, 4 for 61, and Duran, 3 for 24.
All right, Josh, thanks for those stats. The Artesia Bulldogs with the big lead here, Robbie. We'll have a running clock to start things out as the Bulldogs lead 36-0, and the Bulldogs will be kicking off here to start things out.
Yeah, we talked about it at halftime with the 36-0 lead. What would you do as a coach? Would you come out and let your first teamers go 1 series, 2, play the whole quarter? Do you start with the second team out there offensively, leave your defense? I mean, we're going to see what the Bulldogs decide here in this away game, up 36-0 at half.
All right, the Berlin Eagles kickoff return team coming out. They're going to be going into the wind here in the third quarter, as they'll be going from the north to the, well, I thought they were, but which way are they going to be going? Okay, so they will be going into the wind as the, I need to turn that down, as the Bulldogs still haven't broken the huddle over there, but getting ready to. We've got the time up on the board. 36-0 is our score. Artesia with the lead. 12 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and Bulldogs still haven't broke the huddle, but they're fixing to get asked to, I think.
Back deep for the Eagles is number 18, Frankie Rocha.
And with this win, the last 2 times, whoa, unsportsmanlike on the Bulldogs.
Just because they waited so long?
I don't know. But we're going to march them back. I'm looking over to the sideline to the coaches to see if they...
No, I think they got us for waiting too long to break the huddle and get out for play.
That would be I thought it would be a delay game, but an unsportsmanlike...
Maybe I don't know.
I don't either.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's probably a very
wrong.
Very good guess, I would think. So we'll see if he goes deep here, and I think he will. Jake Parrish lines it up in the middle of the field on the 25. Second time we've kicked from the 25, but this time with the win. First time was against it after the first touchdown. And here comes the kick. He will go deep. Good kick, high. It's going to go all the way back and bounce at about 16, picked up at the 12. And the Bulldog kickoff return team is going to take him down, trying to strip that ball out. It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles.
That was David Hammond, got down there quickly, and other Bulldogs were there as David reached in there trying to strip that ball out. As you said, Gavin Brown also down there for the Bulldogs, helping on that tackle.
I'm looking out there at the guys coming out onto the field, and it looks like maybe our starters are the ones on the field defensively here to start things off. Clock should be running, and it is, as we got a running clock. Blinn in the huddle. The ball will be on the far hash. Again, they're going from the north to the south against the wind. Running back on either side of Garcia, the quarterback. They got a slot and a wide out to the near side, which is the wide side. Snap is back. He's going to run the speed option over there at the fullback in front of him. Does Garcia. It looks like he might have got a yard.
So just started the game with it, coming back out the second half in the speed option. Garcia turns up. Johnson makes the tackle for the Bulldogs.
So it will be 2nd down and 9 for Blinn as the clock continues to roll here. The quarterback is jogging over to his coach. So getting a little bit of a late start because it took him a while to get over there. Now jogging back out. 2nd down and 9.
Sorry. I was going to say, when the ball's on the far hash, that's a long way to go.
Yeah, it is. All right, so they break the huddle as we're down into the 10-minute territory here. Clock's been running. They're counting back there in the back. The official is counting down. And will he get the snap away? He does. He had stopped counting, but he didn't throw the flag. All right, so a pickup of nothing again is a good job there by the defensive front.
Yeah, all of that they handed to Darian Rodriguez, and Grantham comes down the line and makes the tackle for no gain.
Actually, it was a tackle for a loss, so about a half-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and a long 9 for the Blinn Eagles here. And we are under 10 minutes now, down to 9:53 and counting here in the third quarter. As the quarterback, Garcia, enters the huddle. They break the huddle, and to get out here with a wide receiver and a slot, they invert them, so the slot's up on the line, the wide out's back. Snap is back. He's going to turn and look for that quick throw, and the Bulldogs right there. That's number 22 for the Bulldogs, Rodriguez with the sack.
Rodriguez on the outside linebacker position. He read that quickly, went in very fast, jumped in the air, so Garcia decided he couldn't throw it over him. And then he landed on Garcia and made the sack.
What a great Bulldog sack. When it's time for a new truck, don't get sacked. Get a great deal from Justin Edwards at Artesia
Ford Sales. That brings up fourth down, 4th and long. Garcia back to punt. We're bringing some heat again. He bobbles it, but he is able to get it away. Kick is going to hit the ground at about the 39 and then take a sideward bounce. It'll be at the 41 where Belen will down it. First down, Artesia.
All right, some updates from scores. Roswell 27-0. Looks like it's still at halftime over Hobbs. And Goddard leads Deming 21-12 with 8:57 left in the third quarter.
First down and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs. 8:33 and counting, 36-0 here in the second half. Bulldogs scored 36 in the first. We do have a new quarterback out there, as I see number 17, Casadas in. His running back is number 41, I think.
It is.
Trips to the far side, ball in the near hash. Casadas takes a look. They've got a man uncovered over there. Do the Bulldogs. Snap is back. He's going to look that way. He's got a man wide. Oh, well, he was wide open for a minute. Great catch by number 80 all the way down to the 20-yard line.
So do have the second team in right now all the way across the board. That's Caleb Murray that made that catch with a defender on his back. So good job by him.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Artesia Bulldogs. 20-yard line of the Belen Eagles. Going to run the speed option, pitch it, bounces off his hands, trying to get around that corner, and that's going to be well, I thought it was going to be a tackle for loss, and it ends up being so for the Belen Eagles.
And, folks, I'm going to apologize. That's number 41. Hang on. Okay, that's David Ybarra. Thank you, Josh, because I wasn't on the Bulldog roster, and he looked it up. Pitched it to him out there, and I thought Damian Avila was going to make the tackle, like you said, and he just kind of shook him off, but he was right there on the sideline, and two other Eagles kind of got him out of bounds.
So it was a loss of a short 2. It'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Bulldogs. Casadas looking over the defense. He's got the A formation, ball in the far hash. Snap is back, going to turn, fake the handoff, going to throw a screen over there. It's caught, and I think that might be Donaghy. He makes a man miss, and then he's shoved back. He's going to pick up, with forward momentum to the 2 yards they lost.
So quick wide receiver slip screen out there to Caden Beauregard, and got a good block by the receiver, and then picked up some yards off that.
What did I say, Donaghy? I meant Beauregard. So Beauregard with the catch is 3rd down and 10 now. As the Bulldogs will break the huddle. 3rd and 10 at the 20-yard line of the Belen Eagles. 36-0 Bulldogs. 6:30 and counting to go in the third quarter. Casadas waits for the snap. Snap is back. He's looking. They bring some pressure. He's going to throw it into the end zone. Oh, and our receiver fell down, Robbie. Incomplete.
Yeah, trying to hit Diego Lopez over there in the corner, right by the pylon, going into the end zone. And Diego, I don't know if he was planning to jump in the air or what he was doing, but both feet just went out from under him as he tried to stop.
All right, we're going to bring on the PAT unit here, it appears, as the Bulldogs will line up from the 20. So this is going to be a 37-yard attempt if that's what they're doing, and it appears that they are. So field goal attempt from the far hash. The score 36-0. We're down to 5:45 and counting here in the third quarter. As Philip Finley Rascon will line it up. Got the wind behind him. 37-yard attempt. Snap is back. Great snap. Good hold. That's a good kick. That looked like it was wide to the left, and that is what happened.
We had plenty of leg, though, Joby, as that was, I mean, it cleared it by 15 yards. Just pulled it to the left.
Yeah, maybe trying to, because they were on that far right side, trying to angle it that way, but it does go incomplete or wide left. So it'll be a turnover back to the Belen Eagles at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Belen. As the Bulldogs waiting for the officials to get where they want to put it. They're going to put it on the far hash on the 20. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Belen. 5:27 and counting here in the third quarter. As the Belen Eagles break the huddle, they're going to go back to 2 receivers on either side for Garcia. Snap is back. Turns, looks to throw that way. It's up in the air. Long time. It's caught by a lineman. And he can catch that on us. I think they threw the flag, but or actually, was that a lineman that caught that?
Yeah, it was a lineman that caught that ball. Yeah, if they tipped the ball, which I believe we did, Daniel Chilamitos just brought that in and then was tackled, but
they should waive off the penalty as it was tipped, and they do. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Looks like he caught it. Well, Where did he catch that? Yeah, it's second down and 15. They just weren't moving the yard marker over there. The officials finally telling him, hey, he caught that, so it's a loss of 5. Second down and 15 for the Eagles. Again, a wide out and a receiver on both sides for Garcia as he takes a look over the defense. He's looking for the official to count down here, is what it appears to me, letting clock run. So once the official there he goes, he puts his hands up and starts counting. Now Garcia takes a snap, he's going to turn, he's going to try to throw a screen, and that's a tackle in the end zone. 2 points for the Bulldogs.
That's number 42, just came flying in there for the Bulldogs. And Cody Johnson, who is also our deep snapper, we'll call him all year long for the snaps, but great play by him as trying to drop back there and throw, but Cody gave him nowhere to go.
That was a slow developing screen. Looked like they were trying to throw some kind of an underneath on the right side screen from their backside slot. It looked like to me. That may have not been the call, but just kind of slow developing. He wasn't able to get it away. And so, oh yeah, what a great sack. What a great Bulldog sack. When it's time for a new truck, don't get sacked. Get a great deal from Justin Edwards at Artesia Ford Sales. So the Bulldogs now lead with 4:14 to go. They do stop the clock on that. 38-0 here in the third quarter. They got a kick or punt from their own 20. They got the option. And looks like it's going to be the punter, the quarterback. Number 2, Hunter Garcia, as the Bulldogs kickoff return team will come out.
And they need to move up.
Yeah, it's into the wind.
Into the wind, and he's punting.
And he is a good punter, but it is into the wind. We'll see if he's not going to be under pressure here, so let's see if he tries to line drive this thing. He's gotten some good punts away. He's had one blocked, but he's definitely gotten some good punts away, and now having to punt. Well, they could have kicked it, I think, but going to punt it from the 20. Bulldog offense will get their first series here in the second half, assuming no fumble or turnover. And here's the punt. They're going to kick it up. It is going to be short. Coming up and making that catch is going to they're going to run the starburst out of it. And it's slow developing. Kahn goes around the right side. He's down the sidelines. He's got one man to beat. He goes by him on the right side, still on his feet, before he's finally pushed out of bounds.
Kahn did a good job. Well, that was kind of slow developing right here in front of us. And in my head, I was thinking they can't run the starburst on a short punt. And then they ran the starburst on that punt. So Kahn down the sideline, number 50 for the Eagles, Dylan Hendren, able to force him out of bounds.
That was another one of our sophomore quarterbacks. Number 16, Derek Warren, was the quarterback on that return. He did a great job, caught it, turned around, was patient.
He's the one that's always out there.
Yes, he is. Yeah. All right, so first down for the Bulldogs at the 19-yard line. Going to throw over here to the left side. It's caught, and touchdown, Artesia, number 12.
Porter Hardman on the left wideout position just runs a slant route. Cazadas just threw a rope over here. He catches it out in front of him, and his momentum carries it in the end zone before a defender even got a hand on him.
So the score 44-0 now with 3:25 to go here in the third quarter. The swinging gate on for the Bulldogs. Yeah. And was that our second offensive possession, or was that our first? That was our second. I made a mistake a while ago when I said our first time coming out. We already had scored one offensively.
We tried a field goal.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Man, my short-term memory left me for a minute. All right, snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and kick is good. So with 3:25 to go, the Bulldogs now lead 45-0.
Wilbanks Trucking Services in Artesia is seeking dedicated and motivating individuals to join their team. Immediate openings include CDL drivers with pay starting at $25 to $33 per hour depending on experience. Riggers with pay starting at $20 per hour, and open positions for owner-operators. Wilbanks Trucking Services offers full benefits including medical, dental, vision, 401k, and housing for out-of-town employees. For more information on career opportunities, please call 575-746-6318 or online at wilbanks.us. Wilbanks Trucking Services is an equal opportunity employer.
This touchdown summary presented by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Perry at Artesia Ford Sales. Go Bulldogs.
Took the Bulldogs one play, covered 13 yards. Touchdown pass from Cazadas to Hardman. Extra point was good. Bulldogs lead 45-0 with 3:25 left here in the third quarter.
All right, so on to kick, do the honors. Once again, Jacob Parrish, he lines it up on the 40, on the X, right in the middle of the field, as he waits to go ahead, which he just now got from the white hat. Here's the kick. It's going to be deep, kind of right side. Going to hit at the 5-yard line, bounce straight up. It's going to force him to come get it. Ball's on the ground. Do the Bulldogs get it? I think they did. I think it's full first down Bulldogs. We'll wait for the pile to uncover. I saw a Bulldog get on it, but anything can happen underneath. The Bulldogs had it. They come out of the pile. It'll be Bulldog offense coming onto the field. And there is a flag down as well, so let's see what the flag is.
Jaden Hudson came out of the pile with that ball as he stood up and flipped it to the referee, so good job by Hudson.
All right, so it was a penalty against the Glen Eagles, holding on the Eagles. And so the quarterback, I think it's going to be Casadas. He'll come back in here. And so the Bulldogs get a touchdown here, Robbie, and it'll be all over but the crime. We only need 5 points for the 50-point rule. And then we have the ball 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Casadas, empty backfield. We could see a quarterback draw here, as he is a fantastic runner. And now we got whistle on the coach on the sideline. So that's going to give us... Oh, no, they called... Oh, he looked at the... Man, that confused me. It's a false start on the Bulldogs. The sideline judge looked back at the coach and threw the penalty down, so I thought it was something on the sideline. So the 5-yard penalty pushes the Bulldogs back to the 18-yard line. First and 15 now. Again, staying in that empty backfield is Casadas. See if they run the quarterback draw. That's exactly what they're running. He goes behind that offensive line, breaks outside, breaks a tackle. He's going to get the first down. Looked like he got the first down inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, Casadas, I mean, he must be tough to get down because we see it over and over and over again this year as a defender came up and put a pretty good hit on him, and he just lowered his shoulder, kind of stiff-armed him to the ground and kept going.
So 1st and 10, he does pick it up. He got about 6. Oh, nope, he did not. 2nd down and 1. He got about 15 or about 14 yards. He's in the shotgun, man to his left, A formation, really spread it out. He's going to run the speed option. He's going to cut underneath, and that will be it. Touchdown, Artesia.
Good decision by Casadas to run the speed option to the left. The defender went to the pitch man, Ybarra, so he just cut it up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
All right, 51-0. No need for the extra point. They're going to line it up, and we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be back to wrap it up for you here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com.
Home healthcare is healthcare in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at www.jjhc.org.
Cisco Equipment in Artesia is your local dealership for construction equipment, both for rental and purchase. We have a full service department and parts department to provide the equipment, parts, and service you rely on.
With brands like Linkbelt, Hyundai, JCB, XCMG, and more, we want to be your primary choice for all of your equipment, sales, rentals, service, and parts. If you're looking for a specific part, come see us first.
Cisco Equipment carries a solid line of new and used equipment for rent and for sale, including excavators, loaders, telehandlers, backhoes, skidsters, and more. We proudly serve southeastern New Mexico, and we offer multiple locations in Texas, so that no matter where your job is, we're here to help you get the job done.
Stop in and see us today at 1706 South 1st Street, or give us a call at 575-748-1314.
We look forward to earning your business. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, a proud supporter of your Artesia Bulldogs.
Hi Artesia, it's Cambria from your local KFC and Taco Bell. I have something special for all you Bulldog fans out there. Come by and try our new Bulldog Bucket. It's an 8-piece leg and thigh meal with a large mashed potato and gravy and coleslaw with 4 buttermilk biscuits for only $23.99. On Tuesdays, we also have our chicken fried steak special for just $4.99. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog. We hope to see you soon at your local Artesia, KFC, and Taco Bell.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here. Josh Howard with the stats, final of the game.
Here are your final stats for the night. Berlin Eagles, 2 first downs on the night, negative 22 yards rushing and 18 yards receiving for a total of negative 4 yards total on the night. They had 5 penalties for 35 yards, and they had 1 turnover. Tonight for the Bulldogs, 15 first downs, 85 yards rushing, 239 yards receiving. Just a really good night for your Bulldogs. Some of the stat leaders for the Berlin Eagles rushing, Lopez 4 for 3, Rodriguez 6 for 0, and then because of the sacks tonight, Garcia 8 rushes for a negative 25 yards. Passing, Garcia was 8 for 9 for 18 yards passing. Receiving, leading the way for the Eagles, Rodriguez 2 for 9, Gonzalez 2 for 8, Gallagher 2 for 3, and Augustine Lopez 1 for 3. Stat leaders for the Bulldogs rushing tonight, Galindo 6 for 74 yards and 2 touchdowns, Caceres 2 for 18 and 1 touchdown. Passing for your Bulldogs, Estrada 12 for 15 for 203 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And then Caceres coming in the third quarter there, 3 for 4, 36 yards and a touchdown. Leading the way receiving was Khan, 4 receptions for 112 yards and 1 touchdown. Caceres 4 receptions, 61 yards. Duran 3 receptions, 24 yards and a touchdown. Kayla Murray coming in there in the third quarter, 1 for 21. Hardman 1 for 13 with a touchdown. Lopez 1 for 6 and Beauregard 1 for 2. Defensively for your Bulldogs, Weston again leading the way. I had him for 4 tackles solo, 1 for a tackle for loss. Armendariz 2.5, and then you had a sack by Cody Johnson, which was the safety, and then Rodriguez also had a sack for a negative play there for your Bulldogs. Just a dominant game for the Bulldogs tonight, scoring in all 3 phases, scoring on special teams by Rodriguez, and then the safety by defense by Johnson, and then a good performance on offense also for the Bulldogs.
And that final score, thank you, Josh, for the stats. The final score, 51-0. We're going to take another quick break, and Robbie and I will be back to wrap up this game. So stay tuned right here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com.
Why is it that only to find out the machine is down? Then there's only one checker at the store, and your babysitter cancels on the busiest day of the year. At Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia, we get it. Let us be the easy part of your week. Whether it's maintaining your existing vehicle in our GM certified service department or selecting and purchasing a new Chevrolet or GMC, we're here to assist you and make life easier, if only for a moment. So give us a call today or stop by here at the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at GuyChevy.com.
Incredible Printing is open for business. Located across the street from the Derek Floor statue in Artesia, Incredible Printing is Artesia's only local printer. Incredible Printing makes your business that high-flying brochure needed to advertise those new services or products. Incredible Printing also specializes in all carbon copy books and material. Incredible Printing is open in Artesia, across from the Derek Floor statue.
The Rehabilitation Center at Artesia General Hospital offers a variety of services led by experienced licensed therapists, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. Their multidisciplinary team provides a complete evaluation with the full support of your primary care provider to develop a custom plan to support your personal goals and recovery needs. These treatment plans help manage symptoms, educate patients and their families, and ultimately get back to the activities that bring you joy. Learn more at artesiageneral.com/rehab.
Dooley's Auto Sales has made the move to their brand new location at 1212 South 1st Street in Artesia. But don't take my word for it.
I'm Blaze. And I'm Ashton. We got what you're looking for at Dooley's Auto Sales.
Dooley's has a great selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, and even heavy-duty work trucks.
And like my grandpa always said,
I'll sell you a car that you want. If I ain't got it, I can get it. If I can't get it, nobody can.
come see us at our new location, 1212 South 1st Street in Artesia.
Eastern New Mexico University in Portales is proud to offer potential students the opportunity to attend ENMU tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. And now we're proud to announce the newly created Freshman Hound Housing Room Grant, which will allow students the opportunity to receive up to $3,000 per year off their housing costs when living on the ENMU campus. For more information on how ENMU is making higher education more affordable for you and your family members, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
All right, welcome back here to Glenn Stadium. Robbie, we've got some updates for us before we wrap this up.
We do. The Goddard Rockets leading the Deming Wildcats in the fourth period, 28-12 right now. And the Roswell Coyotes are leading the Hobbs Eagles 27-0 in the third quarter.
So, and Mayfield, we didn't have a Mayfield score tonight, but our district doing well. Bulldogs get the blank here tonight. 51-0 is our final. And Robbie, just talk about, let's start with the offense and then mold over to the defense, who played fantastic.
The offense came out and stuttered just a little bit for the Bulldog offense. Didn't score in that first series. But after that, I think we scored on almost every series that we had the ball. So it was a good showing by the offense. Just very, very Artesia-like, right? As I mentioned, we probably didn't run a total of 10 different plays tonight. Just whatever the defense was giving us, that's what we were taking. Didn't show a lot of new stuff like we have the last 2 weeks. And so we, the offense looked really good. It was sharp. It was clean. All starts with the offensive line, and they've done a great job so far this year.
Yeah, they really have. And then we go over to the defensive side, and you brought up an interesting stat that I'm going to let you share, but our defense playing lights out so far this year.
Yeah, our defense, of course, playing Hobbs and Carlsbad, and now tonight Belen has given up a total of 13 points on the year, and that's just an outstanding number. 3 games into the season, playing some really good teams to start off the year with, and then Belen tonight, 13 total. 13, okay, Mayfield 27, Oregon Mountain 3 in the third quarter right now, so Mayfield winning there also. But the defense coming in. Now, let me say this. The offense has scored just under 160 points, and the defense has given up 13. So you're going to win some games when you have those kind of stats.
You got a 50-plus average on offense and a 6.5 average defensive give-up. Yeah, you're winning.
Well, and as coach, when you scout a team, you look for the weaknesses on each side of the ball. And I don't think you can look at our offense and say, okay, we're going to go at this offensive lineman, or we're going to attack this side of the formation, or we're going to just go man-to-man on these receivers and cover zone on these. You can't do it, because we're good across the board offensively. And on defense, you cannot pick out one guy on the defense and say, we're going to attack this guy right here and be successful doing that, because, the 15, 16 defenders that sub in each game, they're all good.
Really good.
Yes.
And just in, the Bulldogs are good. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here. Artesia wins 51-0. We've got Deming next week. We're going to travel again. Robbie and I and everybody with us will go. And everybody with us includes our producer, Gene Dow. And I'm not sure he's going, but I couldn't remember. We had a production meeting. He might be going. But either way, Gene Dow, our producer here, and Jeffrey Curtis and Bradley Ross, our camera folks. Of course, the statistician, Josh Howard, and my partner, Robbie Blue. Thanks, Robbie. Great game tonight. I'm Joby Hodling. You guys have a great and safe weekend. See you in church Sunday.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
today. 625-2840.
It's Big O's Big Deal event, August 21st through September 17th. Get a $110 rebate on sets of 4 Michelin Cross Climate 2 tires, or $70 rebate on all other Michelin lines, plus an additional $70 rebate on installation of select sets of 4 Michelin tires. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra, required on all 4 tires, not valid with other offers. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted, void where prohibited. See rebate form for terms and conditions. Additional retailer offer advertised within is independent from the manufacturer's offer.
Your savings will blossom with share certificates at Artesia Credit Union. Earn 5.5% APY with a minimum $10,000 deposit, 12-month term. This offer is for new deposits only and is federally insured by NCUA. Help your savings blossom with a 5.5% interest rate at Artesia Credit Union. Membership is open to all residents of New Mexico. To learn more, stop by Artesia Credit Union at 210 North 5th Street in Artesia or visit artesiacu.org.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Board Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Dooley's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, La Fonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Poppin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Ridgeland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia. Thanks for tuning into this presentation of sports on KSVP, AM and FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
For the creation of it.